Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 153, our game
54.
of the year, 54, excuse me, our game of the year extravaganza episode, whatever you want to call it. We're finally doing it. Game of the year 2022. This will be our dedicated episode to that. Joining me as always, Daniel Neverreally.
What's up, gamers? What's up, Connor? What's up, Sims? How's everyone doing?
And Steven Sims.
I have an announcement to make.
You got something in your teeth?
There's a reason why I've got things in my mouth.
Okay.
I am officially 2 weeks, 1 day vape free.
Nice.
I thought he was going to say he was pregnant. I was like, damn.
So
Okay.
if there'll be a lot of this.
You don't want to chew in that pen too hard. It'll pop.
Honestly, I've gone through so many pens. But no, yeah, I'm doing good, man. First week was rough. Like a drug addict.
That's with withdrawals, yeah, of course.
But yeah, I've got some little like nicotine mints, so like I'm slowly coming off them as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, kids don't do drugs or vaping.
I say you stick to the vaping. You get those holes in your lungs. You guys ever see pictures of those?
Yeah.
No, and I don't want to
Cool.
see him. I don't want to see
new
him.
airway passages to get more air into.
Ugh,
You know what I mean?
That's
Gotta
not
think
good.
about it.
That's supposed to be
Think
that way.
about the benefits of vaping, kids.
No.
Not good, man.
Sims was twitching out like that kid in the Last of Us show.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Honest to God.
All right, guys, here we are. Game of the year 2022. We're finally doing it. I feel like we're like halfway through 2023 already. So I don't know, what's the point? But whatever.
It feels like
We're
it.
here. Yeah, it does feel like it. God, it's been a year, huh? Wow, 2022.
It's been a
looking back on it.
This month has been a whole year.
All the great games that came out. Yeah, I can't name a single one. All right. So what we do for our game of the year is we have a bunch of different categories. Daniel has been filling it out throughout the year. It's all the different games and whatnot.
I could.
Yeah, best he could. We're gonna go through all the nominees, which we have a shit ton of nominees in each category, and then we're gonna narrow it down to just one for each of those categories. Pick a winner,
And
and then
a runner-up.
and a runner-up. Sure, why not? And then we'll pick a winner, and the developers will come out, accept their award, and we'll.
And you
we'll
made
clap
them,
for
right?
Made what?
The awards.
The awards.
You're
yeah,
supposed to make the
yeah. Oh, I
awards
thought that was
physical.
on Sims. You know. I
No,
thought-
it was you.
Me? Yeah, okay. Oh, I got enough. I got
Okay.
enough fawns.
Give him
That'll
a
be fine.
can.
All
Like
right.
a can of Coke.
Yeah, sure, whatever. All right, cool. So, first category then will be
I'm not-
best gameplay / game feel. Sims, what'd you say?
Doesn't matter. I'm trying to some technical difficulties.
You get it working?
I did, but then I changed screens, and so it was like, oh no, I don't know what you're on about.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. So, best gameplay / game feel. Your nominees are Pokemon Legends Arceus, Ali World, Sifu, Horizon Forbidden West, Elden Ring, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, Ghostwire Tokyo, TMNT Shredder's Revenge, Neon White, Splatoon 3, Multiverses, Rogue Legacy 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, A Plague Tale Requiem, Vampire Survivors, Bayonetta 3, God of War Ragnarok, Marvel's Midnight Suns, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, and Marvel Snap. Who the fuck added the Marvel Snap?
I did, and that's mostly for Sims.
Yeah, baby, man. Let's just give
Yeah.
it the award. Let's give the best gameplay, guest feel to Marvel Snap. We'll just move on. We'll move on, yeah. All right, boys.
Worst gameplay, worst feel. 'cause it's only on
Sure,
the phone.
man. What have you been playing
This
this
is
year?
only on your
Fucking
phone.
You can't even. You do. You sit there like that.
Oh,
Come on now.
it's so
That's
good.
You're
not
not
fair. That doesn't
tapping
feel
that
good.
much. It's a card game.
That's
I had
You're
to-
just doing a
You
few
know what I
taps.
mean? You fucking kids on your phone all day. Embarrassing.
this
All
Jim
right.
Ryan.
I think
Yeah.
this is a pretty tough category here. I think there's a lot of games here. That could be
Yeah,
in
this is
the
a
top
busy
two.
one this year.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we just go through them, right?
Yeah. Does anyone have any quick ones they want to like save?
Save.
Yeah. Do you want to do save or you want to do cut first?
Let's
That's
do
gonna be
cut
up to you.
first.
Do cut first. Okay. Is there anyone that sticks out like, hey,
Are you
I like
gonna
the game, but it should be cut?
delete it off the list, Daniel?
I can, yeah.
Yeah, because like
I have it pulled up.
had a
Yeah,
feeling
of
that.
course.
Leave
I have
it
it
off
pulled
the
up.
list and thrown away for eternity.
Okay.
Never
So
be
is
played
there
again.
any I guess
Let-
I'll do it because this is the first one that's on a list. I think I really like Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Oh, I see how
I
it is.
think. Do you want to save it? Do you want to save it for? I was gonna cut it.
I just feel like it's the best gameplay Pokemon's ever had.
I disagree because of the combat. I think it's made catching. What made me put it on here was the catching. It made catching
Yeah.
fun. It made me love the catching in Pokemon, but it definitely was worse in the battling part because it wasn't about the battling really. It was about the catching.
It was about the friends we made along the way.
All right, I'll let you have it. Right, if it was perfect all round, I'd let you keep it. But like, if this was
I
best,
love that
if
game.
this was the best Pokemon catching mechanics, like category,
is.
yeah, we'd
It is.
let it,
Yeah.
it would win. But it's not.
I just think that there are better.
I'll let it go. I'll let it go.
Okay. Do you have anything you want to cut, Sims? Why don't you try to cut something?
I don't really know.
Or Connor, shout something out. I could do another one. I love Rogue Legacy too. I didn't really play as much as I wanted to. It was fun game, but I don't really think it lasts long on this list.
Yeah, it's a tough
Splatoon-
list. I don't know. Was Tiny Tina's Wonderlands all that to you guys?
Oh yeah, get rid of that. It's a bag of shit. Awful.
Sims just had a bad time with the connection.
Bad
not the
time with
game.
that. Yeah.
I think it was a very fun game. I always loved the Borderlands games. They're very comfort food for me. They're always fun to play. This one had different mechanics with they basically get rid of grenades, and the grenades are spells because it's D&D. So you get like these spell books instead of grenades, and they all do something different and crazy. It doesn't really do anything that much different than a normal Borderlands would do. The big, I guess, mechanic is you can multi-class in this game, kind of how you would in D&D. So you can, instead of like in regular Borderlands, you have 3 different pathways, and you can kind of mix and match what skills you get in each pathway. This one is only like the Berserker is who I was. You can level up the whole Berserker tree. There's only one tree though. There isn't multi-trees. And then there's becomes a certain point when you can multi-class to a different class and then do it that way, which is pretty cool. But yeah, we can cut it.
I just think it's terrible. I just have awful memories of it. I mean, it's hard
That's
because I've not played a lot of these games.
That's okay.
I got one. I would cut Ghostwire Tokyo. Game very unique, very cool feeling, I guess. But,
Yeah.
not exactly the best gameplay, not exactly the most fun gameplay. It was unique, but other than that, didn't
I
offer
think
too much.
Yeah, I think it has some fun to it, right? But
Fun,
I don't think it holds up here.
Fun fact for you, fun story. Natalie started this game last night.
Ghostwire, yeah. What'd she think so far?
Well, she said like, oh, she wasn't keen at first, and then something happened, and then she was like, "Well, I've been thinking about it all day." So, she
I
did
like the game. I think it's fun. Not
she-
great, but fun.
She's just finished Callisto Protocol. A lot of swearing, a lot
Yeah.
of swearing in that game. Like a lot of I just can't do it. Ah, where's the ammo? Like, and stuff like that. So,
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
yeah. That game's
So
a good start. It's a good start for I think the series. They need to build on it now.
it's a shame.
Not gonna get the chance.
I hope they do. I'm gonna cut Multiverses. I think it's probably the best Smash clone we've ever had, but I don't really think it sticks out too much in my mind. But I like the characters and stuff.
Why don't we pick?
All right, time to start cutting the big dogs here. Kirby,
Yeah,
you
we're
gotta
gonna
go.
Kirby, you gotta go. I love that
I
game.
love Kirby, like the sucking
Yeah.
mechanic, but
I love the
not
game.
enough of a platformer. Too
The
much of an
I think-
action game.
I think the mouthful
yeah.
parts make it fun to play
Yeah.
because you always get to play fun things like the car and stuff. But like, I don't know. I think that there are just better feels for the top 2.
100%. Next up, Plague Tale Requiem. Love you. Gotta go. Cool stealth
Yeah,
mechanics.
It's
awesome
about the
games are
stealth,
back
not
with that
necessarily
game.
about. Yeah,
Yeah, but I wouldn't even call it the most complex stealth game out there. You look at something like Hitman,
It's
stuff like
Dishonored,
that.
maybe.
Those are a bit more, even
Yeah.
Dishonored, right? That game has like powers and shit like that.
No, I'm saying that Dishonored is even more than this game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too.
Yeah, I'm with you though. I think that the best part of Plague Tale is its presentation, its visuals, and its story and characters. Not necessarily its amazing gameplay, even though I think it could be fun. I will cut Midnight Suns only for the fact that I'll do that and Sparks of Hope because I'm the only one here that likes these games, and I'm not gonna be able to fight for them to be that high. I love both of them.
I still need to play. I need to play a lot of games. I think I've gave up with last year's games. I'm just gonna do God of War
That's okay.
and move on.
Yeah.
Move on in this year.
But I want to play Plague Tale.
Too bad.
You need to play. No, you were looking forward to that game. You got to play.
It's too late.
You got to play.
I do need to
Can't
play
do it.
Forspoken is on Tuesday.
I'll cut Modern
No
Warfare
one
2.
cares.
Okay.
I think Modern Warfare 2 is great, but I mean it's one of the best Call of Duties in years, I would say. But maybe since Black Ops Cold War, I probably like Black Ops Cold War just a little.
So
bit
why
more.
did they get panned in the reviews then?
I don't know. People always have an axe to grind with Call of Duty.
I tell you what, they do have an axe to grind with. No comment.
Yeah, we don't even need to talk about that.
Okay, no.
Apparently,
When we buy it, we're bad people.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
I'm gonna cut Ollie Ollie World unless somebody wants to save it. I know, Connor. I think you played Ollie Ollie World, right? Did you
I
play
did,
much of
yeah.
Would you like to keep it on?
Yeah, I really like it, but I mean, it's just a 2D platformer to me with fun mechanics. So yeah, I'd cut it.
Okay.
I would actually put Roller Drum above that in terms of gameplay.
You think so?
Feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I should have put that on here. Should
Daniel,
I
you-
put it on?
Put it on
here?
this list. It wouldn't have won or anything, but
Okay.
I really like the gameplay and feel of that game. I think that game felt incredible. Same developer, so.
True. Yeah. You know what? It's funny you said that. I was like in my head. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's why I thought.
I completely forgot that it was the same team. You're right.
What's the argument for Marvel Snap being this high?
Just fun gameplay.
Okay. You guys really like that game?
It's
just a card game?
Fun.
It's the
I
whole
don't like it
package
nearly
of
as
like.
much.
It's the whole package of like the music. It feels premium. You're not exactly paying for anything. You're constantly having a good time. Like you're in and you're out every game. Like the you could the noises, the even like the haptics of like when a card destroys another card, or I don't know.
Yeah,
like it's just
players and
the music's quality as well. Like I mean,
But
it
this
can
is all
go.
gameplay.
It can
We get to
definitely
review that
go.
later.
It can definitely go. But like as the whole experience, like it's one of the greatest experiences I've had last year.
We can argue for that a little later. This is pure just gameplay.
Yeah, get rid. Connor wins again.
I would say
Fucking
Connor. It's a fun. I'm a card guy.
What,
I
was
love
that
my
really
cards.
gonna win?
No,
Well,
no,
I
man.
love
We're
my
just getting
card
rid of stuff
games,
that's
and this
not
is
gonna
like some
win.
people that made Hearthstone. Hearthstone's just a better game than this.
No, you're wrong.
Like people are saying that the simplicity of this game makes it better. No, it doesn't. Card games are good because they're complex and fun. That game is pretty simple. It can be complex.
This is a mobile game. Like
It is for
and it's
sure. Hearthstone is not. It can be played on mobile, but all right. Now we're getting to like some big dogs here.
Have you took these off because it's not updated on my thing?
Let's see. I did, yes.
So I have to keep refreshing it. I think.
Okay.
It don't matter. I'll just keep doing it.
I think I'm gonna cut TMNT. I love TMNT. I love beat 'em ups. It doesn't necessarily do anything in the beat 'em up genre that I think is super unique, even though I think it's very fun to play. Trying all the different characters are always very fun, but I don't think it's necessarily.
He's definitely given
revolutionary.
new life to the beat 'em up genre, especially with the emulator kick that I've just gone through. Of like going through like some quick, quite a few beat 'em ups and stuff like that. Like, I mean, I've not played this, but I'm sure like it's just like what we thought we played. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, sure. Like I played TMNT Turtles in Time on the collection this year. It's like that game's so fun, but it's like then you see Shredder's Revenge. It's like, oh man, this is a modern beat 'em up.
Why won't it?
Yeah, it's very weird that I won't do that.
Mm.
Let's see. This is not. I mean, we're getting into some just. I don't even know what to cut at all.
So I think we could like Horizon Forbidden West. Like there wasn't too much different. There wasn't except for
There's a little bit.
there was a
Not
bit.
as
Obviously,
much.
the ending, what you got at the end was decent. I think you should have probably got that a bit earlier.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree with you. I think maybe the halfway point.
yeah.
You then.
For me, Horizon is more. I remember it more, and it came out in February as well. I remember it more for the visuals of it, like how like every NPC looked phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like I remember talking to the chef, and I'll never forget this moment of like, fuck now, how much detail is in this chef, and he's a
Wanted
chef.
to get his frying pan
No
or
one,
whatever.
yeah, no one
whatever he
cares
said.
about this guy anymore. Or like the the people that made this game, like Andy says it all the time, kind of funny. Like, but I completely agree with him. Like the amount of love and care that everybody got in that game is phenomenal. But
Yeah,
gameplay
that's
is
meant-
just more Horizon, which is great. I never liked the first one, but I really liked the second one.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Yeah, you
Yeah,
kinda
it is
turned around
interesting.
a
Even
little
I
bit on
don't
the series.
understand it. And that's
Yeah,
and I'm me, and I don't understand it.
that's like Connor talk. I know that Connor. I
Yeah,
know
this is
you're-
probably my second favorite as far as gameplay
Yeah.
slash feel would go. I just love fighting the different machines and all that, and obviously you can fly at the end and shit like that. I mean, they did add a lot with the grappling hook and the all the polecaster shit and all that. Melee was completely revamped and all that. But yeah, I understand. We can cut it.
You okay? Okay.
I mean, can
Yeah,
we
they
get
definitely
rid of,
did more with the melee.
Can we get rid of
Say it again.
Splatoon? Can we get rid of Splatoon? Because like, is that just
Yeah.
more Splatoon, or have they?
I was
they
just,
put
that
in-
would be the next one if we're gonna do, because it's very familiar. I'm not super familiar with the franchise. This was really one that I wanted to try and got really into. It is definitely just more Splatoon. I think that there are more weapons and stuff and different maps, but the game is just very fun to play. But yeah, it doesn't really do much new.
And then, this is tough. I mean, for me, the overall winner is, and I've only played 5 minutes of it, is Neon White. That's my overall winner in all this, because I mean, Sifu is great. The way the whole combat side of thing, Elden Ring, brilliant again, but Neon White is that it's the fact that Connor's playing it again is why it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
That's
White
why it's the
is my
winner.
number 2. But
Neon White is my number one. by
What is your number one, Connor, Daniel?
Elden Ring. I think Elden Ring. I put Elden Ring at number 1 just for build, how many different builds you can have and how just creative you could be with the game and its gameplay. But I guess we're gonna cut
The
something.
thing with the Elden Ring is it depends entirely on the enemies you're fighting, right? Because you got to fight them all in such different ways.
Yeah.
I think it's more fun depending on which enemy you're fighting. You know what I mean?
True. I mean, yeah, there are some
Plus,
more.
I guess I'm not the type of person to really fuck around with different builds all that much. Like, obviously, I
Sure,
fucked around with
yeah.
different weapons and all that, but I didn't really fuck around with like magic and shit like that. So I don't really know how fun that is.
Yeah, I mean, there are people that love it, only play magic builds. I mean, I'll cut Vampire Survivors. I think this is basically the category for it. Like I probably played it the most here. I mean, I've just been watching Sloan play it over the past week. He literally has gotten every achievement, and I've seen basically everything the game has to offer now. This game is insane. When you get to like everything, seeing everything in the game, this game gets wild. But I can cut Vampire Survivors because I don't think you two.
I mean, I agree. I mean, for it being so simple, it's that good. Is
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
But and in Bayonetta, like kind of, I think you two spent a lot of time with Bayonetta.
I don't think Connor did. I think he played just a little bit, right?
Oh,
No,
you finished
I
it.
played
You
through like
finished.
half of it. No, I never.
You not
Okay,
finished it,
half
no.
of it.
Yeah, I really like Bayonetta. Obviously, Bayonetta feels fantastic, but
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one to even argue against because, like, yeah, it does feel fantastic. It does exactly what it sets out to do, right?
I know. Yeah, it's so good, especially when you're playing. Like Viola feels fun to play. I don't think she feels great, But when you're playing as Bayonetta, it feels incredible.
Yeah, I guess that would be the only downside, right? Is the other
Of the
characters
game is
aren't as
Viola.
good as Bayonetta, right? Yeah.
That would be probably why I would cut it, is because
Yeah.
of the Viola sections. I like the John sections. Did you play as John at
Yeah.
all?
Yeah,
And
yeah. I
doing
played
like
with all three.
the stealth mission.
Yeah,
I
like
thought
for
that
like
was
Metal
pretty
Gear.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
but we can cut Bayonetta. I would fight for it, but we can cut it. I mean, these are this is the top dogs here.
So I am playing God of War. Okay, I'm gonna say I'm 3/4 of the way through it, no matter what Daniel says. All right, I'm near the end. It's just more of the same.
Yeah, there is another thing you get, but it is more of the same. You're right.
Didn't he get it?
I got the
Yeah.
spear.
Like we're
Spoilers.
gonna go into this at some point. Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
the
spoil
spear.
stuff. He's gotten the spear, so
Yeah,
Oh,
don't go
okay.
any further than that. I'm
No,
looking
there
in.
is no
The amount of
further
times
than
I've at work listened to podcasts, just thrown my earpiece out. So
toss it at someone.
like Greg Miller keeps talking about his tent, and I'm like, listen, if you don't shut the fuck up about his tent, I'm gonna come to your house and put you in a tent.
How'd you put him in a tent?
Because he keeps talking about his
What are
tent.
you
I don't
gonna
know.
do in that tent? No,
It's
I know,
him.
but like,
I don't know. But it's just the same. It's just more. It's more of the same, isn't it? Like I'm over. I completely understand where people come from. Like the menus. Like I don't.
It's really confusing.
I'm just
sometimes.
proper like overwhelmed. It's
lot
like
going
there's like there's this, that, and the other. There's other people's stuff now to worry about. There's this amulet that I keep having to add to, and I've got like Niflheim and Valheim, and I'm like, and I'm only playing on story mode, so I'm just whooping everyone's ass. Like, well, I'm having a great time doing it. But like, I mean, don't don't fix it if it's not broken. Like, so I mean, I get it. But it's not.
You want to cut it?
It's not
that
neon
one you wanna
white, is
cut?
it? It's not neon white. It's not. It's
neon
not Sifu. It's not first time Sifu's first go at things. Like
Something new, right? Yeah, we can cut it. We can cut.
and it's no
I think
disrespect.
it's great.
It's brilliant. It feels great. Like I throw the axe all day.
Yeah, it feels great. I
Before
think
moving on, I would argue that the spear adds that new element that you're looking for.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I am.
entirely,
As
you know
soon
what
as I
mean?
got
Like,
the
that's the
spear,
whole-
I
the
picked it
spear's
up
fun
and I'm
as fuck.
fucking
but,
everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you want
I
to
agree
keep
we
it
cut
on?
it. No, I agree. We
Okay,
cut it at this
okay.
point. I mean, we
Yeah,
only
we
got
did.
fucking 3 left, so it's like,
Yeah.
someone's got to get cut. But yeah.
Okay, cool.
Then you so I did that.
So is Sifu the one to be cut now? is my question. Is it Sifu or is it Elden Ring? We know the
I'd
Neon
cut
White
Elden Ring here.
You would cut Elden Ring over Sifu?
Yeah, I think Sifu felt so good. You know what I mean? Like you play that game and you just couldn't put it down.
Yeah.
It did feel good. I played
What
it
about you,
in. I Elden
you
Ring
cut
was my first
Sifu
Souls
or-
game, but Sifu was like, when I didn't play it when it first came out. I played it when the update came, so it was like with the easy
Me
mode,
too.
and I was like, I'll play one mission a night, and then I played one mission the first night, and then I finished it the second night because it just felt so
Nice.
good, and it was like I was whooping ass, I was having a great time. But then Elden Ring, yeah, like it was my first Soulsborne, so who can I really? I just feel like the Elden Ring is more moments, like
It's up to you. I mean, that's why I asked you. Would you cut Elden Ring before Sifu?
yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's my number one, but I'm
Because
okay.
like
I
it's
understand.
My only other
I'm-
argument against Elden Ring was I played Demon Souls the year before, and I played those games exactly the same.
Very like sword and board. Right?
Yeah, sword,
Yeah.
shield, dodging, rolling around, doing all that, and it's almost like they were the same gameplay.
Sure. Uh-oh. I messed up the.
just
Hold on.
Sifu Neon White, let's go, game of the year, baby.
Neon white. All right, so now we have to. So it's neon white, right? We're gonna bold neon white.
It's
Like,
gotta
there's
be
no
Neon
way.
White.
Yeah, there's no way that Sifu beats neon white.
This
Come on.
game
Cause
is so fucking good.
It's
Like,
so
the,
good, dude.
the upgrades they give you, the cards they give you, the way each level is planned out for you to feel like you're your own speed runner, you know what I mean? And the way you just add
Even
on top of it and the puzzle elements into that, it's so good.
Yeah, they build chapters around the new cards you get. Like there'll be an entire chapter about the shotgun, right? And it's like
Yeah.
that flame dash, and it's like you do everything is about.
That's the
that
thing
for
is
the
like
whole
this
chapter.
game gives you tutorial levels without telling you the tutorial
Yeah.
levels, and they're the most fun thing you play.
Yeah, it's amazing. Well, neon white, you win the category.
All right, our next category: best moment.
You don't need to read all these. There's
Okay,
a lot.
I was gonna say, like, Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
we're gonna be here. A
Holy
minute,
shit,
guys.
that's a lot. Best
I added a
moment.
lot of moments, and I think Connor added a good amount too.
Hold on,
So
is there
this
any
is gonna be-
spoilers here?
There's going to be when we need to be, but
yeah, God of War there is.
Right, I'm gonna go get my kid then. You do best moment
Okay.
without me, because
We'll
like
do
there's a
God
lot
of
of these
War-
games
we'll do
I've
God of
not
War real
finished.
quick. Yeah. We'll do God of War real quick.
I'm gonna go. I'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Um,
So me and Connor will do God of War and start cutting them,
Okay.
and then we'll go
hold
to
on,
other
hold
things.
on. But I can't really do much about this.
Updating it, it's okay. You can update it when you get back.
Sorry, everybody.
No, it's okay. So we can at least talk about the intro. So
Sure.
is the intro even? Is that going to be?
Doesn't
Is
stick
that
out to
worth
me as
cutting?
something just.
Me
I mean,
either.
we're just Freya attacking them and then the dog dying.
No. I see. When I put the intro here, I was putting more of the Thor bit.
Oh, okay. Great fight.
It's a good fight. See, I'm
Very
still
cool.
questioning if I like 2018's more.
2018's opening.
Please get rid of them God of War things.
Well, we're gonna start cutting them.
I think.
You think that there are better moments?
Yeah, there was definitely like it was more shocking with maybe not even shocking is the right word with 2018. It was just new, right? Like that felt new. Like it was like holy shit, I'm fighting some like weird superhero guy. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
this you kind of knew what you were getting into with Thor. Shout out to the moment where he brings you back to life though, because that was really fucking
Yes, where he shocks. He literally kills you. He shocks you back to life. Very
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
We can cut that.
yeah, we can cut that for sure.
I put the Golem fight. I think I misspelled it here.
That's the wolf, right?
I think that might be my favorite fight. It's definitely that or the Heimdall fight, but I think the Golem fight might be my favorite fight. I would kind of maybe keep
cool.
that
I love
for a
the
little
design
longer.
on that wolf.
Yes, I think that might be the overall best like designed fight in the game.
It was just cool the way his fur looked, you know.
Yeah,
Cool
yeah.
fur.
I love like when you whip and then you like whip Atreus and he like leaps up.
Oh
like,
yeah.
That was such a cool moment. Such a cool moment.
It's not on here, but I really like the one fight where you're fighting the giant, Angry Boda's grandmother. And
I didn't.
really
Do you want me to put it on here? You think?
No,
that's...
I don't have to. I just want to shout it out. It's not. I mean,
Good
we
one.
just deleted anyways. But that was really cool. Yeah, it felt
That's a very good one.
It felt like It Takes Two. It was just really small. It felt like a toy.
Yeah, that was a very fun fight. So I would fight for the Golem fight over some other things.
We can keep it for now. I mean, we got a minute here, so.
Receiving drop near.
Yeah,
so
I love that moment.
Oh, we should say spoilers for everything here. We're gonna be spoiling a lot of games. So receiving drop near, that was an awesome moment. So are you combining the Sindri going to get it as well?
I would go from Sindri going down in the well to getting all the rings or I think he's just getting one ring, right?
Yes, because it was in the sea of the rings.
Yeah. So then getting one ring, then all the way until you meet the mermaid under the sea, whatever the fuck that is. All the way through that. I thought it was just a really cool special moment. It was like
having
a really
the
quiet
Brock and Kratos moment.
Yeah, having Brock there, especially in it was one of the last moments you'll spend with Brock. So it's it's a very touching moment looking back on it. I really enjoyed it. And then just the significance of getting that weapon too, and then like what it means to Kratos, and like the fact that that's actually like his weapon now, like his blood is in this weapon. You know what I mean? And it's such a cool fucking weapon, right?
Yeah, or his wife didn't give him a weapon.
Yeah.
Like this is his.
Yeah, exactly. And then just carrying around that weapon for the whole game, the rest of the game, and fighting with it is obviously so fucking cool. So yeah, I really like that moment.
We can keep it for a second.
Maybe we shouldn't have started with God of War. It's gonna be a lot of work keeping this for a second.
Well, we can at least talk about the things that way we don't have to talk about it. We can just
the spoilers. What Sim's gone. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
The Heimdall fight.
Yes.
It's probably my second favorite fight.
Okay. This is probably my favorite boss fight.
It's definitely up there. Up there. Is it worth keeping as a moment?
No, not necessarily. I kind of just I think a lot of what goes into this fight for me, why I like it so much, just because I like Heimdall so much as a villain. You know, like, he's just such a cool fucking villain. He's such a little asshole. Like
he's so snarky
in this game. Yeah, and he's great. I don't know. Someone that really likes villains in this game, I really appreciated Heimdall and having him in there. because a lot of the other villains were very, they're trying to fuck with your head, trying to twist with you, trying to be on your side, trying to not be on your side, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And Heimdall's straight up an asshole, which is cool.
He was awful.
But yeah, we can take it off.
We can cut Heimdall. And also in that vein, I'm gonna cut the Odin boss fight. They're just better. Like if we're gonna cut Heimdall's boss fight, Odin's boss fight's not.
Sure, that's fair.
I think that there are
a lot of went into Odin's boss fight. It was just how good of a character Odin was, right?
Yes, and my favorite part of that was Freya coming in when she got the noose that he tried to kill himself with and was choking him with it as like a spell. That was sick.
That was sick. Yeah, I really like.
No one
Sindri
talks about that moment
breaking
enough.
the thing at the end too.
Yes,
that Heimdall's trapped in. Like that's all, or not Heimdall, Odin.
Yeah. So this is gonna be an interesting one. The big thing, the twist, the Tyr Odin twist. I'm not that wowed by that moment. I think it was cool. I think it was cool, and it was a oh wow, this is like they killed a character that we really love, but like I don't know, it doesn't. To me there are just better moments in this game than that.
Love this fucking moment. I think
if you're gonna fight for it, that's fine.
No, yeah, I love the moment. I think it was such a out of left field. I didn't see it coming. I really love twists in movies and TV and stuff like that. So like to get one in a game like this that I just did not see coming. That he was what's his name? Tyr. Yeah, that he was Tyr the whole time, and then. The thing that really blows my mind about it, and I guess I didn't really get to experience this in the game, but it did just outside the game, listening to podcasts and looking at YouTube videos and whatnot, is all the little hints they give you throughout the game that he is Odin. You know, the raven feathers in his cage, the different stuff he says to Freya throughout the game and stuff like that. I just love that, like, you can now go back and play this game again and then, like, see it through a different lens, knowing that he is Odin, look at the shit he's saying and stuff like that. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, is this something you would like to fight for?
Yeah, I would like to keep it. Yeah.
Ooh, should I cut the Golem fight then? That's what it sounds like.
If you wanted to.
Okay, I'll cut the Golem fight. And then this one's the prophecy. So I put the prophecy here. This is this was going to be Kratos seeing the real prophecy. Is basically the moment.
Sure.
Him seeing the where Faye actually betrayed kind of the frost giants and wrote a different prophecy or something. It's very vague, but we get to see prophecy is very vague kind of in this world anyways, right? Like it's all about them trying to break the prophecy. It's what this game is. And do we actually still follow the prophecy and stuff? And him seeing a statue like Tyr had and people worshiping it, I think really that moment for me was probably my favorite moment of the game. Him actually, being loved and revered as a god, something that he has never had, and Odin even teases him and says, "You've never been loved like a god. Like you don't know anything." That moment just hit for me.
There's on that. There's a moment in between God of War 1 and 2 where he might have been loved by people. I don't know. The thing about this moment for me was you spent the whole game trying to break a prophecy and they succeeded in that. So what's to say this prophecy even comes true? You know what I mean?
Exactly. But this might not even be a prophecy. This might be something that he's looking to, right? Like, sure. I can strive for this now, right? Like
and it certainly seems like he heads out with Freya to try to correct the world even more, right? And
they're going to be together. I'm telling you right now.
That's kind of the path he wants to go on, right? They're going to kill Freya in the first 10 minutes.
They're not killing Freya ever. If they kill Freya, I'm going to lose my mind.
First 10 minutes, some weird Japanese guy's going to come up and slit her throat.
No, cut her head off.
That'd be cool with the katana. Ooh.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just kind of like, okay, this could happen or it could not. So it's kind of meaningless.
Maybe in a different way. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can cut it.
Okay. I do really like the moment. I mean, you're right. It's a great moment.
I deleted the twist from that Odin one, just so that Sims doesn't see that word.
Yeah. Okay.
So when we get to that, the one that says Odin is... Yes, of course. So the one that says Odin is the twist. And then there's Dropnir. We can keep the Dropnir one for now. All right, so do you want to start from the top down now and see what we can...
Yeah, I might as well, right?
Okay, cool. So the first one here, we got a little block of Sifu here. I don't know if Sifu has a great, like a best moment here for me. I think that the standout for me would probably be that first hallway fight. That was the first one I put down for
Sure.
Sifu as well. I think when you get that first moment where the camera shifts and you're walking in a 2D plane and you're like Old Boy. I don't know if you've ever seen Old Boy, or even the famous Old Boy scene of the guy fighting in the hallway. Really great.
I know of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like to keep any of these, or even any of the, like I put level 2 and 3, which I think were
Yeah,
standouts.
no, I don't have like a two. Like I really like the museum level, right? I think that's.
So I think it was 3, right? That was
Yeah, I
level
think
3,
that was 3. That's kind of the standout to me. But I really like it when
Yeah,
that
me
one
too.
changes into like the second half of
Yes.
that level. Yeah, I think that's really cool. That's probably like my favorite moment, if you want to call that a whole moment. You know what I mean? But no, I don't have like too big arguments for Sifu there. I think that one is more about the gameplay and feel.
Okay. Cool. We can cut it. Then we got Horizon Forbidden
Horizon.
West. We got a block of 5 here. Let's see.
Been a
here.
while. Fucking shit, man. It's almost been a
I
whole year
know.
since.
Yeah, it's been
Okay,
a
so what do
while.
we got? Varl. I'm assuming we're referring to his death, right?
His death, the whole death scene.
Yeah.
I think that's
Okay.
probably the weakest one here, to be honest with you. I think we can
Sure.
quickly cut that one. I think
I
Varl's
would
death.
actually consider the next one the weakest, but yeah,
You want to cut
Varl.
that one?
Yeah, we can cut both.
Okay.
Then the Ted Farrow moment would have been cool if they would have showed the fucking monster.
Showed more, yeah.
But they didn't show. They didn't show it at all. I was like, okay, whatever. Fuck you then.
I think for me, what makes this moment nice is like I don't think we necessarily have to see it. It'd have been really cool too. I think just the idea of this man still being alive and being a abhorrent monster is a
Yeah.
really cool idea, right?
Yeah.
Somehow he managed to survive the collapse, and he was involved in the collapse, right? And like became this thing. But yeah, Varl's death I think was really impactful. You're supposed to kind of feel for him and your best friend, and I just don't think it was a super standout moment for all of the year. Ooh, I know that this is the moment you really liked this year. The cauldron where you pop out with the tall neck.
Yeah. So this is like a side thing you might not even see, but there's a cauldron mixed with a tall neck in so like cauldrons are kind of like little dungeons spread out throughout the Horizon map. And you get through this one and like you realize you're building a tall neck while you're like connecting all these little pieces, and it's kind of like building it right in front of you. Like you like end up back in like this like little hub area for the cauldron, and like you see the tall neck pieces just slowly being built, and you're wondering what's going on here. Then by the end you're riding the head of a tall neck already, and then it gets placed on top of the already built tall neck body, and then you rise up through that into the world again. It's this real beautiful moment with a bunch of mountains and stuff and landscapes, and it's really cool looking.
So is that a moment you want to keep for now?
Yeah, I'd like to keep it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. What about the Far Zenith / the beta reveal? It was kind of around the same time. So the Far Zenith reveal was that they were like these people when the collapse was happening, and they like went on some planet or something, right? And they like survived and just became so technologically advanced they haven't really aged.
Yeah, a bunch of rich people from before the
Yeah.
collapse of Earth went off and lived on another planet, and they've been able to survive so far. They're pretty much immortal already, and it was really cool. It's like a really cool left turn for the story. I don't
Really
think
cool
anyone,
sci-fi turn.
yeah, like I don't think anyone was like expecting that this is what the game was going to be about, because this is pretty much like the cusp of the game, right? It's it's pretty much what you're about. These are the antagonists of the game. I don't think anyone really like thought like this is the path we're going to go down for this game, but
The only time
they're really fucking
was the
cool.
tease of Carrie-Anne Moss. That was the only time you got that one shot of her in one of the trailers, and she was wearing this weird thing. It was like, what is this person? And then the beta reveal is there was another clone of what's her name?
The professor. I can't remember.
Oh man, whoever Aloy's like original form, I guess is the best way to
The
put
original Aloy is whatever her name is. Yeah.
I can't remember. I guess technically it's like her descendant, or
Yeah.
or not descendant. It'd be the other way.
I mean, I don't know. She's a clone, right?
Predecessor.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Whatever.
predecessor.
What do you call that? What's that relationship there? You know.
Yeah, they share
I'm
DNA.
sure
I
Kyle
don't know.
XY told us at some point. Remember that
Kyle
show?
XY. This is
You
doing no
remember
belly
that
button.
show? Yeah. You think Aloy has a belly button?
Yeah, she does.
Probably.
I think she's
Yeah,
just
she
a person.
does.
I think they're all
I
just
think
people.
I think
Oh
we've
yeah, we've
seen
definitely
their
seen
butt-
it. You're right.
We've seen their belly button. You're right.
Yeah.
It doesn't keep up with the Kyle XI lore. I'll tell you that much.
Is this a cut
we can
ring?
delete it because we're gonna have to delete these. Really cool moment though. I guess that's more than that's like a really long moment, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's
This
a
is
really
more the
cool out of
reveal.
left field thing.
Then there's flying.
Yeah, there's flying in this game. Not that fun, I would say. You know, like
It
actually
doesn't feel as
flying
good as
it.
I wanted to.
Sure, but
It feels
very
okay.
fucking cool to just fly around the open world after you already walked across the whole thing. You know what I mean? It's just you kind of like dream of that shit as a kid. You know, like, oh man, how cool would it be to fly, like Skyrim, right? Like, oh man, how cool would it be if I could fly? And eventually they add that in the DLC.
Yeah, I was gonna say they
like,
did that, right?
they did that, but Daniel, it's just a loading screen. You don't even get to see anything.
Oh, I
It's just
never
the
did that DLC.
Oh, it's so fucking disappointing. But yeah, it's like, oh man, I would love we can cut it, but yeah, it's just really cool to be able to fly in that. I guess San Andreas was the only thing that'll let you do that. You know what I mean?
Jetpack. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking more of the flying car cheat.
Oh, okay. Isn't there like a jetpack in that game too?
Yeah, there's a jetpack in that game.
Okay. Now we're gonna get into the Elden Ring block. We got even more moments, so many fights. Every single main boss here, pretty much.
I want to do this one first.
Yeah, go for it.
Because this is more than just like this moment. Elden Ring, seeing underground for the first time. So I think everyone kind of has this moment in Elden Ring where you just go, "Holy fuck, how big is this game?" You know what I mean? And you're just like, "Jesus Christ!" There's another map down here.
Elevator, right?
Another area down here. Yeah, for me it was that because I like accidentally took the elevator down and I saw the underground and I was like, holy shit, like how much, you know, because like I've already put like 30 hours into this game, right? And then I take the elevator down and I'm like, oh my god, look how big this fucking area is. There's a whole another map down here. Holy shit. And I think everyone kind of has that moment with Elden Ring, just in different places, right? Like
yeah,
some
for
people,
me,
maybe when you get to the second area, go ahead.
I was gonna say, for me, I didn't go down to that elevator until later. What happened to me was, I guess when you beat what's his name, Radon. When you beat Radon in the meat, because he is holding gravity basically. When the meteor crashes and it puts a hole in Limgrave, then you go down. That was when I went down.
Oh, that was your first time going down.
Yeah, that was my first time.
Yeah, I know some people I've heard talk about this. They've had that moment, but like when they got to the snow area, or just when they got to the second area where you see the Hogwarts school in the background and stuff like that, you know. So like you could have this moment anywhere, but at some point while playing Elden Ring, you're gonna have a moment of like, holy shit, how big is this game?
Because they tease you with the map. They tease you with that map. It starts like just Limgrave.
Yeah,
it's so funny, and there's all the different underground stuff. Yeah, that's definitely up there for sure.
Yeah, we don't even necessarily have to title it what I titled it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. The WoW. You could just put Elden Ring WoW factor.
Sure, yeah,
pretty much it. Here I'll change it to WoW factor. Then you want to start doing these fights?
Sure, yeah.
Which one do you want to start with?
Well, I say we start with Radon. All right.
Sure. Yeah. Radon.
Radon's the one you fight with the army, right?
Yeah, it's like a celebration event that people are trying to kill him.
This is probably my favorite boss fight in the game.
It's definitely up there for sure.
Yeah, I just loved meeting all the different characters. I'm mostly thinking of the pot guy here.
You meet Blythe. Blythe is there.
Yeah, he's the wolf, right?
He's the wolf guy. Yeah.
Yeah. You meet him a couple
Alexander.
times. It's just cool to like meet these characters, and then they all come together in this one area, and then you're all gonna go to a big fight together, and then you go out and do it.
Summon them all.
Yeah, and you're all fucking storming them at the same time, but it's so cool. And yeah, like you were saying, when he comes down from the air and stuff like that, he's just a really cool looking boss too. His area is super big too, so you get a lot of different views and stuff of him. It's a very fun fight.
Radon's story is awesome, where he outgrown his horse, so he learned gravity magic, so he can still ride his horse.
Is that the story?
He
learned gravity magic.
He learned gravity magic, so he doesn't crush his horse, and he can keep riding it.
At least he's thoughtful.
At least he's thoughtful. Man, Elden Ring has most of like my favorite moments this year.
Yeah, it's got
I'm
a
gonna
lot of boss fights. What is Let
I'm
Me
gonna
Solo Her? Which one is that? What are you
So
referring
Let Me
to?
Solo Her is probably my favorite Elden Ring moment. And
Okay.
that is because this was the guy that would go. This is kind of outside of the game, which maybe negates the best moment thing. But this was the guy that would get the two katanas, put the pot in his head, and no clothes, just underwear, and go beat Melania for people. Do you not
Oh,
remember
really?
this
This
big
guy?
story?
No.
He is
This is like
beating
an
Melania.
actual player?
This is an actual player. They like sent him the katanas and stuff. Like this guy was legendary. He beat Millennia like over 1,000 times or something.
Wow.
And he would
So
like his name
that's his
was Let
job.
Me Solo Her, and he would just be always there, and he would basically just want to just summon him, and he'll fight Millennia for you, and he would just do it. And this
FromSoft got this guy locked in like a janitor's closet somewhere. Like, no, you stay in there and you beat Melania for people.
that's all you're doing.
Please, I can't do
Um,
this anymore.
I'll leave
So
that kind
did
of up
you
to
get
you.
this guy?
I did not see him. I just
Oh,
watched a
okay,
lot of
okay.
footage of like him doing stuff.
Gotcha. I was about to say, if you got this guy, then that's it. That's the winner.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Uh, I can cut it if you would like. I think it's just a really cool
Yeah, that's a really cool
thing.
story. I'd cut it, but
Okay,
yeah,
we can cut
that's a
it.
cool story. Do you want to talk about the Melania fight? Do you got that in here?
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? That's my favorite fight of the game.
Okay, go for
Millennia's
it.
the next one. It was just I don't know if she is the hardest boss fight because I think that um I don't know, maybe the Lord of Blood was a little harder for me, but her fight is awesome. Has two waves. She's just so quick. Her like when you get her blade and you can use it, she has that like spin around and hit everything move that she does. It's just that move's so hard to dodge.
Crash Bandicoot move.
Yeah, it's basically the Crash Bandicoot move. I mean, Millennia is just awesome in general. I think that her story is really cool, but that's a little different than Moment. I just think her boss fight is super cool. I don't think it's as epic as maybe Radon in terms of the scale of Radon's, but like uh, her like blooming in the middle of the fight is actually like huge in the lore. Like if you remember in one of the trailers, she fights Radon and blooms. This was like I think in even the teaser trailer or like one of the first trailers they showed. She does that same bloom thing on top of him. But apparently that affects the rot that's inside of her or something. And that was the second time she did it. And apparently she does it for the third time. It basically will kill her. So when you fight her, she does do that bloom thing in the middle of the fight, and she actually does it multiple times. But that is basically like she is going out dying. Like no matter what, she would have been dead lore wise in that fight. But yeah, she's super cool.
I didn't beat her.
Yeah, you never did this fight, right?
I got to it, but I never beat it.
The Halig tree, her like build up to the Halig tree is just the hardest area in the game.
Yeah,
Like, that entire area is insanely hard. The Radigan boss fight, which is kind of the final fight, I think is really awesome.
is this
especially
which one is this?
This is the Radagon slash America into the Elden Beast.
Okay.
The
Oh,
final
so
fight.
this is the final thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I hated this one. I thought
You
that map
hated.
was
Yeah, you hated the
we're
Elden
talking
Beast
about
in
like
particular.
the last yeah, the Elden Beast in particular. I thought
Radagon, I put Radagon, which is the first part of it, but
Okay,
I
gotcha.
meant I was kind of doing the whole bit.
Yeah. I just didn't I didn't like how big that map was. I felt like I had to
Yeah.
run too much through him. Maybe it just wasn't suited for my play style.
Especially
but,
melee characters.
yeah, I think melee characters just ended up being very frustrated during this fight. It was just a lot of like I felt like I was like running a mile just to hit this guy once. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was actually my least favorite boss fight.
I think it's such a spectacle visually.
Sure.
I think that really holds up the fight. I think seeing the Elden Beast is just very beautiful. We can cut it. Though.
What's the one that's like right outside of that? The guy with like the lion claw.
Yeah, did I not put him here? No, I didn't. He is see, you put me on the spot. What is that guy's name?
I can't remember his name. That one's really cool though. I like
he was
that one.
he was married to America.
Sure.
What was his name? Yeah, but that That fight was really cool.
That one's really cool nonetheless. I really like that character design.
The next fight I have is the Rykard fight. Did you do Rykard's fight?
Which one is this?
This is the one with the manor. Did you do a lot of the manor, the volcano
Yeah, I
manor
did that
stuff?
whole thing. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so he
one
was
with
the snake
flower.
fight.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one's fucking awesome.
it was kind of a gimmick fight.
Sword. Yeah,
Yeah, but you have that like sword
I
spear.
didn't realize you had to get the special sword until like I don't know after quite a few tries. I was like,
Did
why
you
is
see it?
no? I just didn't see it sticking out of the ground.
Oh,
Just dumb by me. There's a giant sword sticking out of the fucking ground there. But yeah, really cool fight. I really like the lead up to that fight, doing all the little things like the talking to that lady in the volcano manor.
going to do her stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, which I guess you can skip over all that.
you
and
don't
then-
necessarily need to do it.
Yeah, I think you can just go fight that guy. But nonetheless, I really like that part.
Yeah, is this a save worthy?
I'm just gonna stick with the Radon fight if I'm
gonna keep
pick.
Millennia's as well.
But yeah, if you want
for
to keep
now.
Millennia.
For now, we can cut Rykards. What about the Lord of Blood fight? Did you do
Which
his?
one is this?
So this is the one that. So you remember that chicken that you were grinding at? The
what?
bird. The bird.
Oh yeah.
So that area is his area.
Oh, that demon thing at the
the
top.
demon. The Lord of
temple.
Blood.
Yeah. He
Moog.
looked cool. He looked cool.
He looks super cool.
Yeah. That one has a really cool backdrop with like that sky.
It does.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
fucking beautiful. Yeah, I don't particularly remember this
This fight's
fight.
really tough for me.
Is it? Okay.
We can cut it. His fight is the one he has like a move like halfway through where he just like basically hits you with like a blood curse or something, and he almost one shot you. It's weird move.
Brutal.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut that. This next one I'm gonna cut too. This is the Estelle fight. You fight multiple of these things at some point. This is like those like galaxy looking skull demons. You did you do
Things outside the trees?
no.
No. Okay.
No, those are just the bird trees or whatever. This was like the galaxy looking thing. Did you do Ronnie's quest?
I did Ronnie's crest. Yeah.
So you fight one for Ronnie's quest when you go down into like the river area.
Okay.
So
I remember
that's the
pretty
final.
beautiful guy, right?
You fight him way at the end of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This is right before that when you're in the river. You have to like go and fight this like skull demon thing with like pincer, huge thing. He has like a big galaxy tail. You don't remember the fight?
I mean,
You
I
fight
did
a
not
couple
remember
of these.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We can cut it though. It's just a really cool looking like boss. His design. Did you fight Dragon Lord Placidusax?
This is the one that rewinds time.
Yeah,
And,
this is the
Yeah, I did this one. Yeah.
this fight was
Had
insane.
to, like,
How
lay
you
down before it. Yeah.
yeah, what a weird thing to lay down, completely rewind time, and then fight this all-knowing dragon.
Yeah.
Like he's like the head of all of the ancient dragons or whatever.
Oh, is that what he is?
I think he's just like a dragon of time, or he's like super powerful.
Yeah, I remember the
um,
cutscene really well for this one.
Yeah. Because like the tornado stops and then it reverses and then the
Yeah,
building
yeah.
builds up. Is this keep worthy or cut worthy? Probably
Again,
cut,
I'd probably delete it if we're gonna,
Okay.
we gotta narrow stuff down here.
Yeah. The Melina scene, I thought was pretty impactful story wise. This is when you kind of have to make a decision. It's also building up to it when you get to the top of basically the forge in after you get to the snow area, you get to the forge and she burns the tree.
Yeah.
That was kind of the moment that I wanted because it's very like she basically
Oh,
sacrificed
just
herself.
that moment. Okay.
Yeah, her basically her ultimate sacrifice to burn the tree to get you in the tree.
I'd shout out the fire giant right before that too.
It was a interesting fight. Yeah, cool design for the.
Fuck the fire giant.
Yeah, he. I know some people had a lot of tough time with him.
Yeah,
I didn't really find.
Took
it
me a
too
few
tough.
times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guess we're gonna get to the Kirby stuff. I'm gonna cut these two here. The fourth boss fight and when you get to the third world. I think that those are okay. I want to keep the Kirby final boss fight for a second.
What's the one that's just straight up an Elden Ring fight?
That is the fourth fight.
Is it okay?
Yeah, which is why I left it in there because I'm like, I just played Elden Ring and then I'm doing a Souls fight in Kirby. But the final boss fight in Kirby is insane because it's 3 boss fights back to back, and it's like the game it's a spike of difficulty for no reason. This game doesn't like the game's fun to play, but there's no dodge button. This is when the game needed a dodge button. There's like a little quick little exhale you could do, but it's not a dodge, and you can't do it consistent. Not always, at least. And this final fight was insane. It was basically another From Software fight.
Yeah,
and it was so hard. Did you play? Did you beat the final boss?
Yeah, I beat this game.
Okay.
The ending of Kirby just got wild.
But I want to
a few levels.
Yeah, I want to combine the final boss fight with Kirby turning into a bus to like anime drive, or it was a semi truck to
drive. Big, like light out moment in a cutscene there, or just like what the fuck is going on?
So I'm gonna combine final boss to the ending.
To someone. Yeah.
So
my favorite moment in Kirby was actually, I guess it's not really a moment, but was just building up that town with all the little things to collect. Yeah, I just love the way that the little buildings popped up throughout the town, throughout the game, and then at the end, if you got everything, it was just like a fully built town. These whatever
little Waddle Dees everywhere.
Things are, yeah, they all just walk around and live there and stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's really cute.
All right, I'm just gonna start cutting some things seeing how many good ones we have here.
Sure.
The Tiny Tina's the Dragon Lord reveal. It was a kind of cool reveal in the game. Basically, the villain of the game was like a character that Tina had played and that she kind of tossed aside. Basically, was it. Trek to Yomi. They had like 3 endings you got. I thought the ending I got was kind of cool, but it's not worthy. TMNT Shredder's Revenge, the final fight was awesome.
This is awesome because of the song.
Yes. You got. If I got Ghostface Killer rapping about TMNT to me while I'm beating up Shredder, there's almost nothing better in the world.
100%.
He's rapping about pizza and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and like Ghostface is one of the greatest
for sure.
Yes, so he's one of the greatest rappers of all time. He's rapping about pizza and TMNT. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna keep that on because that's awesome. This one's for you, Connor. The next one.
The Corey, incredible looking water scene. Man, let me tell you something. If you wanted great graphics and visuals in a game, look no further than the Corey in this incredible looking water scene. The splash animations, the water physics, the transparency of the water itself there. It's just, this is top tier game development and top tier water in a game right there. Daniel always says, best water in a game, Sifu. It has now been, or not Sifu, Sea of Thieves. He always says this, says it every episode.
I say it all the time.
At least twice an episode. And now it has been surpassed by the Corey.
Well, the Corey.
The Corey.
Romantic scene.
That big, massive speech that he just pulled off. I was like, he's not about the Quarry, isn't he? Why is that on there?
It's such a great.
It was a joke
between Josh.
By far, the worst thing ever. And the fact that people that there's a QA team out there that played it and went, "That's all right."
They only have so much time.
Time. All they had to do was not be in the water.
Yeah, it's just not in the water. Yeah.
But then how would he drop the thing in there? You know. And then how would we get those impressive visual sims? We wouldn't have.
The next moment I think is a little more nebulous. I think that, and it's gonna be hard maybe to keep it on here. I don't know. I put on here a perfect run in neon white, and just kind of that feeling was kind of the moment that I was trying to
tell you
capture.
About that feeling.
What about it?
The perfect run. Connor's the master.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I can't get the fucking trophy, so I'm not. It's so hard. Why's it gotta be so hard? Yeah, Neon White's kind of hard to nail down, like a specific moment for that game.
Yeah, that's why I just put a perfect run, just like you beating a level perfectly, and you get that feeling like you did everything correct.
Sure.
It's really kind of the moment that I was going for.
Yeah, I love it when you get the platinum time, and it was on your first try. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, even like when you get the sounds when you get even like the an ace or like a platinum or whatever, and it's just bink. You get like the sound. We can cut a perfect run. But I thought that was a good one. Should we talk about immortality now?
Ooh,
Before we do that, I'm gonna cut high on life. The let's do it. It's just you get the final weapon, and it's funny. All he says is "let's do it." That's the only reason why I put it on here, because it was funny. Which one do you want to talk about? With the
by secret scenes, I'm assuming it's like when you first notice the. I
Yes.
mean, I'm going into spoilers, right? So it's when you first see the old lady, whatever scene that might
she's
be.
not old.
She's old.
Not really. I don't think the
She
actress
has
is that old.
wrinkles, Daniel.
I don't think the actress is that old.
You got wrinkles, you're old. All right.
Oh,
But yeah, I think this comes at a different point for everyone, right? Like, you could be,
yes.
like,
So
4
it's a little
hours
nebulous as well.
and see
Yeah.
this. Yeah, or you could be
And
like,
it could be a different
seconds
scene.
in and see this. Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't. It's hard to tell. For me, it was really fucking creepy because younger what's her name? What's the actress name?
Marissa Marcel.
Younger Marissa, and the guy were laying on a bed and they were like kissing for the movie scene or whatever. And then, I just felt like a slight vibration in my controller. So I'm like fucking around with the analog sticks, and I go back, and all of a sudden this old lady's making out with him on the bed. And it's just the scariest fucking thing. And then you start getting into the story and start piecing together what the gameplay of this game actually is. That's kind of the cool part about this moment too, right? Is like, that's when you finally realize like what you're supposed to be doing here and like trying to piece things together.
Yeah, I think it's great. The other one that I have here is the acoustic guitar moment. So there's like a for Two of Everything, the third film in the game. There's a shot of Marissa playing like a guitar. She's like doing a scene, and then if you rewind it to the one doing the scene, it's kind of like her monologue singing, and it's kind of like she's kind of getting a revelation and how she actually feels. And this is kind of a turning point, I think, for the one and her actual feelings, like kind of in the timeline. And it was just a super impactful scene of that actress. It might have been the best acting for her in that whole game. I don't know if you saw this scene. Did you get that one?
I must have. I mean,
so there's like a close-up shot of Marissa.
Yeah.
And she's playing like an acoustic, singing a song for Two of Everything. And then if you rewind it, it's another one of those black and white close-ups of kind of nothing behind the one, and she is also just singing.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if you've got that one. I would highly recommend doing that one. It's very good. I've cut that over just the secret scenes in general.
Sure. I would also just put in the ending, right? Like right before credits roll in this game, then realizing that you are now a part of this, right? Or the intention there.
Yeah, we can keep the ending. I'll just put the ending as well. Sure. That she kind of so we assume that, I mean, she's like a god, right? So we assume that she is going to be reincarnated in us, right? Is that kind of the
right? Yeah,
the idea?
You saw her die, or you saw someone's death. You saw Marissa's death, right? You saw her get light on fire, but then you become a part of the whole thing. I don't remember exactly how it goes at this point.
Yeah, she says like I'm gonna be one with you or something.
Yeah, even the achievement that pops up, right? It's like with you now or whatever.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Very creepy.
I've not been the same since. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, Sims hasn't been the same. Sims actually became part of them. He's
the one is in you.
You rewind this video right now, people. He'll turn into an old lady at some point. He'll be naked too. Sims, take your clothes off.
All right. We're gonna have to start cutting stuff here. The Monkey Island ending, I think, was pretty good.
Yeah,
I really like the ending. I don't think it's better than a lot of these other ones.
Sims, take your headphones off. Boop. Okay, so it's like the Requiem, the flamethrower seed, running away for Brazzo, the flamethrower seed. This is just the most wild, like, it felt like I was in like a Quentin Tarantino
action movie.
Yeah, it felt like I was in like Inglourious Bastards or something at this point, because it's just out of like left field for this game, and all of a sudden this giant wave of rats is coming at you, and you're on a wagon, and you got a flamethrower on the back. I don't know where the flamethrower fucking came from, but you got a flamethrower, and you played as Amicia, and you're just shooting at these fucking wave of rats.
Everywhere, they're everywhere,
and they're fucking everywhere. And I thought it was so cool. It's
was
we can
very
delete it, but man,
Okay.
I love that part.
very, very cool. Does the ending stay?
I feel like it has to, but I would combine spoilers, massive spoilers for spoilers. Spoiler.
Muted
Okay, great. Matt, so if you haven't played a Plague
it.
Tale,
Just give me a sign.
go away, because like I'm guessing this is the game that people are watching that most people have not played.
Yeah, of course, I think so.
Yeah. But it involves Hugo's death and like Amicia having to having to kill Hugo herself, and then I would also add in the whole the prologue of that. Or no, what are they called?
Epilogue.
Epilogue.
Yeah, we could do the epilogue as well in there.
Yeah. I would also include the whole epilogue of that, of Amicia living in this little cabin in the mountains, and then she's going off on another adventure.
I think
with,
it sounded to me. I was thinking she's going to be kind of with Sophia for the rest of her days. Is that kind of the vibe?
I don't know if it was like for the rest of time or anything, but they're definitely going off to do. I forget what they were talking about exactly. Oh, they're going to leave hints for future generations, so they could figure out the plague thing too. But yeah, really beautiful moment, really touching, heartbreaking, honestly, to have to kill Hugo as Amicia. Like that was just really hard to do. You got to throw a rock right at his fucking head too. It's just, oh man, it's such a good game too. If you haven't played a Plague Tale, go play it.
One of the best this year. Bayonetta, the final boss, I think is pretty great, but it's not.
Tim's, you good?
I think
He's not looking, just sitting there with his hood on.
That
Rick and Morty shit quite controversial now. You know what I mean? Should probably rip that off.
He can like the show. He can like.
Here's the thing: is like he's gonna rock Rick and Morty. He's gonna buy Hogwarts. We're gonna have to cancel.
We have to cancel me. Yeah, I'm sorry, but like, wasn't all these charges like 2 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, we don't know nothing has been final yet. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, but he was sat on the kind of funny sofa last week, and everyone was best mates with him. Next minute, Tim Geddes is there.
Yeah,
like,
but kind of funny does it all the time. They're friends with somebody, and then they immediately stop. They do it all the time.
Remember when they had Matt Landis or whatever that guy's name is?
Yeah, Max.
And then like a month later, you got charged with a bunch of shit.
Do you remember that guy they had on? They had a guy on Kind of Funny Games Daily, and then the next day it turns out everything he said was full. He was just full of shit.
I don't remember this.
Do this.
It was just this random guy from somewhere, and then the next day it was like, oh, we didn't really vet him. It's our fault, and he was like a piece of shit or something.
I don't.
And
remember
then
this. I watched every episode. I don't remember this.
This was a couple of years ago, and then did you hear? Was it Game of the Year or Metacritic or something? Episode the Fantasy Critic, and Greg says, everyone was like, "Oh, don't trust Greg," and he's like, "Yeah, everyone says that if you read every comment section ever about me, obviously
don't trust Greg."
It's like obviously he's not obviously alluding to the Colin thing, which I found very funny.
I'm gonna cut both Pentiment ones. I wouldn't be able to fight for them to be.
I mean, you
on
could.
This list,
honestly, I feel like you'd have a better chance fighting for these than anything else. Just because I haven't played it, you know, neither are Sims.
So do you want me to spoil the ending of Act 2?
Okay, no, I do not want to hear spoilers.
Okay, and I'll cut it then. Okay, I'll cut it then. You should play. Everyone needs to play. You're talking about a game that not enough people have played, especially here. You know, it's a Plague Tale Requiem and it's Pentiment. Go play both those games. Okay, now we got to start cutting the babies, right? We're kind of whittled it down here.
The babies.
Is there anything that is just like it's there, top two? Sims, you haven't really been on here. I know that from just what you see here, I know you can't speak for the last three, really, but you could speak for pretty much everything else. Is there anything here that... Yeah, you can do everything else except for the last three.
Yeah, I can do. I can't do Kirby.
Oh, I'm sorry, except for Kirby, yeah.
I don't know. Immortality, just as a package, is probably the best moment.
So, which one would you fight for more? getting like the secret scene or and that kind of business?
It's one of those for me, right? So I remember sat on my sofa, and I don't know what I was playing. I was playing somewhere or other, and I was just towards the end of it. I might have just finished it, and you guys were all popping up about this game, this, that, and the other, and I was like, "What the fuck are you on about?" You were like, "Oh, Immortality. He's just come on Games Pass." So I was like, "All right, I'm just about to go to Wales to go and watch pro wrestling," and I put it on, and I was like, "What the fuck am I playing?" And then it just consumed my life.
Like a whole weekend.
It was like literally what I did all Friday. It was just the greatest thing ever. So I'd say the whole thing, because the whole game is just one big moment of like just trying to put it together. Like there's what scenes can you say? Like
I just put the secret scenes.
I
as
suppose
in
the
just,
secret
like, where you
scene,
get the
yeah.
one stuff.
Yeah,
just
like
that first
maybe
time you get
your
the
first
one.
time. Yeah, but the best moment for me is not even on this list. Is it's telling you to rewind things backwards because you turned everything
I did not
off.
know. You two knew way before I did. I had
I'll
no
never
idea.
forget it.
That was
because I went to I was in Connor. I DM Connor. I was like, he doesn't know about these secret bits, does he? Because he's turned his fucking vibrations off.
Yeah, no. Well, the funny thing is that it's not just vibrations; it's also sound.
It's the
So I
sound
just do it
bit.
by
There is a
sound.
sound cue. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
That's the best moment of the year.
I'd say let's cut the ending.
The
we'll keep
the
just the secret
endings,
scenes.
it can become almost as confusing. But yeah, I think the first time I ever saw them both, I think it was the second film, and it's the copper and her, and they're in the bed and they're puffing away.
Yes.
And then you rewind it, and it's them two in bed, and you're like, hold on a minute.
Yeah.
And then just them big monologues that she has, like you'll get one where she's like, people fucking suck. I'm gonna fucking kill every single fucking one of them. It's
I don't
beautiful.
think she says that.
And I'm like, what? Hold on a minute. Like, he talks to me. I'm like, just... Oh, it's fucking great. Absolutely incredible.
So kind of the vibe I'm getting here, correct me if I'm wrong, Connor. Is it Elden Ring, the wow factor moments, and the secret scenes? Is that kind of
yeah. I mean, my two favorite would probably be the wow factor moment with Elden Ring, and then God of War Ragnarok Odin. Those
What we're talking, what we're talking, wow factor.
Okay, so yeah, you were not here for that. The wow factor was like it started with Connor doing it with like going into down the elevator and seeing Nokron City, and we kind of just
moment when you
expanded it
realize,
to,
holy fuck, this game's huge.
yeah, the
Pretty much.
constant realization that the map expands. You go to the snow area. You go to the lakes. You go underground. You go to like Moog's weird island that's underground as well. Like it just constantly expands. Going to Caelid to fight Radon. It's like Caelid sucks.
Them big birds, man. They don't
Those birds
like
are
you.
horrifying.
They don't like you.
Okay.
You accidentally take a right into Caelid and you realize you're completely fucked.
Yeah, it's so scary in Caelid. So we'll cut the other two Elden Ring moments, it sounds like.
Sure. I really like the Radon boss fight. I mean, that might even be a top 2 for me, honestly.
Which one's the Radahon? Which one's the Radahon one?
Radon is the one in
where
Caelid.
you charge at him with all the people, and
yeah, it's cool. That is sick.
The festival.
Yeah.
I
I could go back and forth with the Radon boss fight and the wow factor moment.
Okay.
What's the boss fight?
I'll cut Kirby.
In the boss fight at one of the ending ones.
I think Kirby's great.
Where you pick up that sword.
You can cut Horizon. That's a really cool moment, but
that's one of, I'd say that's top 1 or 2. I'd say top 3. That was like quality.
Yeah, I would really put that up there too. But
the one you were referring to, we cut is Rykard's fight. That was the one you're referring to. Where you get the spear and you can like supercharge him with it. Yeah, we had that on here and we ended up cutting it. I'm gonna cut Kirby. I think it's a really crazy ending of Kirby, but I don't think it's the best thing here. I don't want to cut it, but I guess I'm gonna have to cut TMNT, the final fight of TMNT. It
I'd
sucks
like to see
say
that on a
this.
YouTube video.
You need to. It's not long, and you need to hear Ghostface Killer rap about turtles in pizza. It's amazing.
I do like pizza
Yeah.
and reptiles.
I guess it sounded like what Connor Plague Tale. We're just gonna cut that.
You can cut
Yeah.
that. I mean, it's
Okay.
really fucking good, but yeah,
Yeah.
get it.
Is there more to this Odin one? Is it just Odin as a
There
character?
is.
There's
No.
a lot.
Because it
We
did
went
say
through it.
it said something earlier that I'm gonna ignore that I fucking read.
Sure.
But as Odin as a character, it is not what I expected. Right, I'm back
That
to
is not the
Zex.
moment. Yeah, this is not the moment. But do you want to cut drop near the receiving drop near?
Sure.
Okay. I think it's a really top tier moment. I just think I kind of like some of these other ones more. Or do you not?
No, I mean, cut it. We only got 5
Okay.
left, so we're gonna have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. Now what do we cut? This is tough. This is like
Yeah, this is really hard.
such good moments here.
I mean, I think we all okay. What is everyone's top 2? Mine are. I'm gonna go Radon and Odin.
Mine's
my
wow,
top
the
two.
wow factor,
Okay.
because that was what really helped me bring.
What's the second one?
Wow factor, secret scenes.
Okay. Sims.
He just stepped away.
Oh, you motherfucker.
So it sounds like Radon. I don't know. Radon might make it too, because that's really cool. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut stuff.
You cut Horizon. I say just
Cut
just cut it.
Horizon.
Yeah.
Sounds like a really cool one. I didn't do all the cauldrons, but
Yeah. And then I'd say let's pick one between Elden Ring and I'm okay. We can get rid of Radon.
Radon over the I'm sorry,
Over
the wow
WoW
factor.
Yeah.
Okay, that sucks because the Radon boss fight's awesome.
No, it is, but I mean we gotta cut some here.
We do.
Okay.
Okay, we got one more to cut here.
So good.
Let's cut Odin.
Okay.
I think it's a really good moment. I think it might be the best story moment of that game, but go ahead. Cut it.
Okay.
Immortality, some love.
And what wins?
Oof.
I
I'm
say
gonna go WoW
Immortality.
factor here, Elden Ring.
You think Elden Ring and you think the wow factor?
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, the wow factor and you think the secret scenes? Oof.
Daniel?
Do I have to pick?
Yeah, baby. Elden Ring
gonna
as a
say-
package is incredible. Like, just
I'm gonna say the
I
wow
suppose-
factor.
I suppose for me, I had that wow factor ruined because I watched it with a guide.
Yeah.
Which
I'm
kinda
gonna
had-
choose wow factor. So, I mean, keep going, Sims. Keep going, Sims.
No, kind of made that point years ago. It felt like years ago.
Years ago, bro.
Um,
Fucking shit.
But yeah, that was the way I chose to play it. So and I enjoyed it that way. But yeah, like the scale of the game is incredible.
Yeah. And Immortality, it being a runner-up is great because I think that those moments are awesome. I guess let's try to get through as many more categories as we can real quick.
Try
So
to do
winner,
this.
Elden Ring, WoW Factor.
Yes.
I've got time for this one, and then I've got to go.
Okay, yeah. I mean, me too. I gotta go to work. We'll do
Yeah.
best narrative before we do a little intermission here.
Yeah, we'll pick up tomorrow.
We're definitely wearing different clothes. And if I'm wearing the same clothes, don't judge me.
I can 100% guarantee you I'm wearing the same sweatshirt.
Me too. And
Best
I might even
narrative.
get a Harry Potter one as well.
no.
Fuck it.
Best narrative: Sifu, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, Elden Ring, Tiny Tina Wonderlands, The Quarry, As Dusk Falls, Immortality, Wayward Strand, Return to Monkey Island, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, A Plague Tale Requiem, Call of Duty Ragnarok. Not
Can
Call of Duty
you
God of
make,
War
if I
Ragnarok.
did this, Daniel, is that a problem?
No.
When will we get Call of Duty?
Because then I can do
I'm waiting on
that.
that one.
Say it again, Connor. What did you say?
When are we getting Call of Duty Ragnarok? Because I'll play that one.
Great question. I don't
Play that one.
I'm gonna do the first quick cut.
Sure.
Tiny Tina's.
Yeah, it's in a bit. Don't remember it. Garbage. Beef. I've got the
I think-
the beef with this game.
I think what makes the narrative kind of fun is just that it's set in D&D and she can kind of change things on the fly. I think that's what
Yeah.
kind of makes the change in things on the fly makes the
I
narrative.
just
kind
don't
of fun.
remember it.
Sure.
Um,
Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting one here. I'll just do one more quick cut, and then we can
go
do other things.
do it.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Okay.
I think that it's one of the best Call of Duties in years. I just don't think I can fight for it to be higher. Go ahead, Sims. Were you gonna say something?
No, I thought you were gonna get rid of Stray. I can't really remember Stray's story, but I know it was deep.
No,
What was I
you're
doing?
gonna get rid of Stray.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you.
We're gonna make you put the bullet in this cat's head.
I mean, look,
Oh no! Don't
this
say
cat
Cat,
is in, you know,
yeah,
he's
John Wick is
in
fucking cat. Go ahead, bud.
in way over his head. Like, you know, he doesn't
It's
hold
very
a candle. The game, I can't remember the story, but I know it was deep.
Okay, great. It's a great argument for it.
Let's
Yeah,
get rid
delete
of it, Daniel. Go on.
that. Okay.
I am gonna delete Sifu because it's a cool little story. I like it, but
It's a
they're
very
making
simple
movie out of
story.
it, which is wild, but
Yeah, it's a simple story. I like kung fu stories though. That's kind of
Yeah.
why I put it on here. I kind of like that story of the revenge and
No, it's
know,
cool.
It's
it
no
deserves-
Cobra
yeah.
Kai, though, is it?
I mean, nothing's Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai never dies.
good point. Yeah. Nothing is Cobra Kai.
Nothing is.
Oh, I've not shown you my new hoodie, have I?
You got
I
a
don't
Cobra
think
Kai
so.
hoodie.
We haven't
Oh
seen you in a
my
couple
God.
weeks.
This hoodie's sick, mate. Like, me and my daughter was in Asda once, Asda being a Walmart, and she was like, "Look at that Cobra Kai hoodie." She was like, "Good in it." She goes, "Why don't you go talk to me about it?" Bear in mind, this guy was jacked. She was like, "No, seriously, go and talk to him." I was like, "Listen, this guy will pick me up and Cobra Kai my ass." Anyways, so then Natalie ordered me one. So good. Let me get it. You ain't there.
Are you jacked in it?
What else should we cut here? Wayward Strand. This is a game that I played. I played it for I think over 2 sittings. It's an indie game where you play as a girl that goes with her mother to her nursing job, and you kind of helping the elderly. It's a really sweet narrative. You kind of just learning these people's lives and kind of taking care of them and just doing little things. That is a nice.
That was a really badass hoodie. That's better than mine.
Yeah, that is a really nice one.
So nice. Because obviously,
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai. But it's a nice little game. I think more people should check out Wayward Strand. It's an Australian game. I heard about it over Alana Pierce. She did like a little interview podcast with 2 of the developers, 2 of the writers, and kind of I was very interested, and it was coming out that weekend, and it's a pretty short game. You can kind of miss things too in the narrative. Like it kind of just goes at your own pace. You can kind of just spend time with this person, and maybe you don't see what this other person was doing. But yeah, I don't think I can really argue it for it over some of these others.
Fun fact: Australia, not a real place.
not a real place.
It's actually made up. Yeah,
It's
I
actually
know.
completely
I
made up.
know an Australian, but she's not real either.
The people that say they're from Australia actually just live somewhere off the coast of the UK, and they don't really know what's going on.
Guernsey. They live in Guernsey.
Yeah.
One of
Yeah,
them
they-
little islands on the map.
Yeah, exactly. They're just told that Australia is a real place. Yeah, so they feel special.
Deep, man. Real deep.
I mean, it is what it is. It's the
Mm.
reality we live in.
In a matchup, I would say the Quarry and versus the Dusk Falls, As Dusk Falls. I'd
Mhm.
say As Dusk Fall wins it.
Yeah, I think it's a better story.
Much
I'm
better
I think the
story.
Quarry's fun. It's always fun to have. I love cheesy teen,
Yeah.
stories like that, horror stories, but like it doesn't necessarily do anything like that crazy.
I remember
Yeah,
As Dusk Falls had me from moment to moment, all the way to the end, to the point where it's like when at the end where it's like, there's definitely going to be another one. I was like, oh my god.
Maybe
Except that
we'll see.
stupid girl that's just willing to give up her whole life for this guy she just met.
Oh yeah.
She ran away with my Jay. Yeah, we can cut the Quarry. I'll cut this one because no one else has played it. Return to Monkey Island. I think that's a very fun narrative. I think that just the story of the meta story of Monkey Island coming back with the original creators and stuff. The game is very meta heavy. There are even some character relationships that I really like. I really like Guybrush and his wife, they have such a sweet relationship. They're just very loving of each other, and you just don't get a lot of that. There's always has to be some little, twist, or they have to have a fight, but they never do. They just kind of love each other, and it's just nice and sweet. The game's just great. I think more people need to play Monkey Island.
It's a shame that all these games on this list, like the games I haven't played, are the games that I want to play.
Yeah, Monkey Island's not that long.
No, I had it. I had it at one point. I was like, "Oh, I'll play that."
Yeah.
I mean, Pentiment. I'm gonna play that. I did download. Remember, I don't know if you've ever played on the Broken Sword series.
Never got around to that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember playing one as a kid. Remember,
there's a bunch of them.
Just rented it from a shop, because the box art doesn't really show you what it is, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I remember buying it as a dumb kid, and I was like, well, "This isn't a video game," but like ended up getting into it, just clicking around, finding clues and stuff like that. So I bought all 5 of them for like,
I think there's 5, yeah,
for like £5 on Steam.
Nice.
That Steam sale is dangerous,
There's so much on those Steam sales. You will spend so much money.
I had £60. I came out with £33 left. I was like, I'm happy with that.
All right, I guess you're gonna have to start making some tough cuts here.
I mean, Horizon is what a middle to a big overall story, and the ending really just lay it down.
The ending kind of disappoints me on just the big cliffhanger. I kind of wish they would have wrapped it up a little bit more. Kind of just like, oh hey, we were definitely doing a third one, so you're gonna get a bunch of Horizon. I kind of wish it was just a little tighter of an ending.
I can never get
out.
I
like how sci-fi the game is. The game gets real sci-fi.
Yeah. When the Power Rangers turn up, quality.
Yeah, when the Power Rangers
loved it. Probably my favorite part. One of my favorite moments in the game this year. I was just like, all of a sudden.
They really could call in a giant robot dinosaur too.
It was so
they could call in them.
They should have really leaned into that, Fuck.
And I remember it was one morning. I was like, and all of a sudden, these bad Power Rangers turned up. I was like, what is happening here? I don't know. It's just the ending is so like. It's just the whole like Silas thing's like, I am going now, and then it's like, no, I won't. And I was like, no, fuck off.
Never mind.
Oh, what a bad decision.
So are we cutting
Horizon? Yeah, unfortunately, so yeah.
Yeah, we could cut it.
I really like that game.
Yeah, I like Horizon. It's a great game.
Keep trying to get Natalie to play it, or she have none of it.
It's not going to be for if she didn't really like the first one that much. I really don't.
Do you give her and just tell her to play? Like
I do.
Like
you should listen
every other day. Like, yeah, play this one. Play this. Like, dude, she only has so much time. Sims.
Yeah,
leave her alone.
What do we cut next?
I would cut Elden Ring. There's a lot of really cool lore in Elden Ring, but I played it for 85 hours, and after it, I couldn't tell you a single thing
what happened. I know I died a lot.
I think a lot of the narrative in the game, we can cut it, but I think a lot of the narrative is also on you too. Like it's kind of the narrative you build as your person and through this world. And...
Let me tell you, Steve the Brave, all right, went on a journey, all right, and he then become Steve the Loophole, and then he became Steve the fucking Destroyer, okay, because fucking Steve fucked some shit up, okay. All right, there's your narrative.
Huh. Steve the Cheater. That's what they call him.
Steve the Cheater.
We throughout the lands.
I did struggle though, man. Not gonna lie, I struggled a few places.
Yeah, that's incredible considering you were level 2 million.
Is As Dust Falls? Is that going to make it further than this?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'd cut that next.
But it was such a good game.
It was fun.
And I really hope they've like finished the second series already.
Yeah, I hope that's not like a long wait one.
We'll see. I guess it depends on how long it took them to make this, right?
Hopefully they've just done it already. It was just one of those the granddad, like the granddad and him
big cliffhanger.
Yeah, him staring at I forgot what happened now. But he was always staring at the bad guy or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, there was some weird stuff
staring at the mom or something,
with the sheriff. No, it was the sheriff. There was some weird sheriff stuff, right? And the mom. Well, the mom was connected too.
Well,
And
wasn't
the
like the
sheriff.
grandpa fucking the other lady in like the past or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some. Well, they don't really go too heavy.
No,
into
they
it.
leave that.
And then he gets killed, or at least shot. We don't know if he's. I guess.
Oh,
dead,
the granddad
but-
gets shot, doesn't he? Spoilers, everybody.
Yeah, I don't know if he's dead, but well, this is
Oh
all
man,
spoilers.
so good, man.
What
best
next?
narrative.
Cut here? Yeah, because like these 4 here are probably the top 4 narratives for me this year.
You guys need to make a decision if Ragnarok
Mhm.
stays, and you got to do it with either me
My
muting.
number
We don't
1 and
have to
2
spoil anything.
are here. I'll just say my number 1 and 2. My number 1's God of War, and my number 2 is Immortality. My number 3, obviously, Plague Tale.
Okay, for
Is it that
me,
good?
it would go.
Plague Tale?
Yeah,
Yeah,
We only have 4 choices here, Sim.
yeah, I know, but like,
Oh,
it
you
is.
mean
If you
overall?
like the
Yeah,
first
I mean,
game, it is. It's
yeah.
better. It's better in every way than the
Play a
first one.
fucking Plague Tale, Sims. What are
I'm
you
going
doing?
to. I'm
Like,
going to.
How about you play some games, Sims?
I'm
Quit
trying.
putting it all on
I'm trying
Natalie.
over here, man. I really am. I'm trying so
Are
hard.
you? Are you? Because I log on every day. What's he playing? Overwatch 2. It's like, geez.
I played that Friday night. All
Get
right.
off.
Right.
Game.
I'll have you
Holy
know,
shit.
New Year's Eve on the
Holy
countdown,
shit.
I was
New Year's
fucking
Eve
playing.
Thursday, you was playing Overwatch 2.
I was playing a Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Okay,
Dude,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
bringing
yeah.
that New Year in the
God,
way it should be.
Oh, I
there.
just have no time, guys. There's no time. Can't play all these games.
I gotta replay Wind Waker.
I
Yeah,
gotta play
Overwatch 2.
Parasite Eve 2
Oh
emulated.
no!
I gotta make sure hit and run runs smoothly on my Steam Deck.
Oh my god.
So for me, it would go Pentiment, Immortality, God of War, Plague Tale.
In that order.
Yeah, it's really close between Immortality and God of War. I think they're very different narratively, but I think Pentiment's my
Why
number
wasn't Neon White on this list?
one. I could have put it on this
You
list.
should have put Neon White.
That's number 1. We all know it.
Okay, great.
So yeah, I guess
okay,
I mean,
yeah. What are
we'll
we
cut Plague Tale, right?
counting?
We both don't have it. In
Yeah,
the
we
top
could
2.
cut Plague Tale. Yeah, unfortunately.
Great story though.
Amicia.
Am I gonna have to fight for Pentiment, or should we just cut it?
I've got every
That's just the
I've got-
unfortunate thing. Is neither of us played it.
Yeah.
I've got every plan to play it via the cloud on that Steam Deck.
Okay. I guess I'll
Well,
have to
yeah.
cut
Sure
it
you
here too, right?
Sure, you do. We'll see. Yeah, 2025. Look forward to that, kids.
Spoken's out next week though, isn't it? And when that comes out to 10s.
You're not buying for.
It's not getting 10s. It could get 9s, but it's not getting 10s.
Yeah, the game. What did you ask? What's the Metacritic score? Yeah, 75, if that.
I just put 2 and 2 together. If Greg Miller is predicting it today at 75, one of them are playing it at this moment in time.
Oh, they're all playing it. What do you mean? Comes out next Tuesday.
So when does
Who
it get
knows?
reviewed? Tomorrow or Monday?
Monday. The embargo's Monday.
Oh, is it? What time? Do you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what time. I saw the embargo's Monday though.
I can't wait.
You really buying that?
I don't.
If it gets
know.
good
think
reviews,
you
I want
will.
to play it. I want to play it if it gets.
I
if it
want to
gets good
buy it.
reviews.
I want it to be good. But
Mhm.
I'm playing God of War. Like I want to keep up with everything. Do you know what I mean? Like especially review season. Like if it comes out to 10s, are you getting it? Like hypothetical.
If it comes out to 10s, sure. It's not coming out to 10s. The writing's on the wall here with that game. The demo people didn't like, and the previews were bad.
The game looks great though.
That's what I thought too. Then I played the demo.
I think the demo was just a bad demo as well. I will bite the bullet and I'll cut Pentiment, even though I think it is the best story.
If you think it's the best story, then let it win. Like
I mean, I'm not going to spoil the story for you.
is Ragnarok
So,
better than God of War 1?
Yeah,
Story wise.
yeah, I think so.
I think there's a more like simplistic story in.
Yes, if you want the simplicity, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think characters are better in Ragnarok. And that goes into it. So yeah, I'd probably say yeah.
My only gripe with Ragnarok so far is how quickly Freya and Kratos sorted it out.
Look, man, you talk about your problems with people.
You have to also think
that's what
there was
happened.
a time jump too. It was like a 5-year time jump or something. So she's been grieving that long as well. So like it might be quick to us in the game, but they're in terms of their time, it wasn't. It was much longer
It was epic though when she just turns up as a Valkyrie, and I'm like,
Yeah, so cool.
I was like, not again. I don't want to do this again.
Not
I was
again.
not again.
No.
And then he was like,
Nightmares.
and I was like, oh, just kill her.
So we'll have to cut something here.
I think
I'm fine with either Immortality or God of War winning. I mean, I'm even fine with Pentiment winning if you feel that strongly about it. I don't really care. But
I do. It sounds like I need to cut Pentiment though.
Okay.
It really hurts to say that because I think when you guys play that game, you'll realize.
if you'd have asked me 48 hours ago if I think God of War should be the best narrative, I'd have said no. But then I played last night. I'd say it's getting to be it's getting to be a better narrative than I thought it was. Because I'll be honest with you,
I think it just
I'll
gets
be completely
better.
honest with you. I've been bored for the past couple of days of this game.
I think everything about the game just gets better as it goes on.
As it goes on, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know. It just seems to be like it goes Kratos, stress, chaos, Kratos, stress.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, what are we getting to? Like, and then all of a sudden the trace is back, and I'm like, and then I don't know. It's going in a direction now, but it didn't seem to be going in a direction. I think this is the problem. That I think that middle bit that you've been complaining about is where
Who's complaining?
you said there's a bit in the
Me?
middle where
Yeah.
there's lows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
It's
there's a
fun.
pretty big.
I don't know. I've just not been like, because I'm not playing it with everybody else. Maybe that hype behind it is not there for me. Like,
That's
don't
fine.
know.
I mean, it doesn't have to be.
I'm enjoying. Don't get me wrong.
Who cares what other
I'll
people
probably tell
say?
you next week. I'll be like, oh, fucking hell, this game's great. Like, I just find it a bit. I just prefer the first one right now. Do you know what I mean?
That's fine. I mean, that's perfectly fine though. You don't have to like it more.
Best moment you didn't put in the best moment is when Atreus was copying his dad. Is like, so what was it like with your mum? He's like, you woman, cook food.
His dad.
Love it.
So does Immortality win then, or Connor? Do you think that God of War should win?
I would put God of War over it, but I'm fine with Immortality winning. I think the way that game tells its story is deserving enough.
Okay, super unique. What about you, Sims? I know that's hard because you haven't beat God of War.
Give me 3 days and I'll tell you.
Are you okay with Immortality winning? I would put Immortality over.
Yeah, because like Immortality would like. I don't know if this is unfair, but Immortality, I went away for 2 days and I did not stop thinking about that in the game. Like I was in Wales, I was watching the wrestling, best time of my life, but I was like, could be playing Immortality. Do we not?
Yeah.
That's saying something.
All right. I guess we'll give it to Immortality then. Cool.
Okay, go grab your popcorn, people. We're gonna cut for intermission. Go to the bathroom. Go do whatever you do, and we'll see you in 2 milliseconds.
Blip blip.
Oh, okay.
I can cut it.
Hello, everybody. We are back. We never left.
Long piss.
We're here. I wore the same clothes. Everyone else, seemed to forgot that message. Thanks,
I'm wearing a
guys.
black shirt. So.
Thanks, guys. Whatever. Thought we all made an agreement, but it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. We're now gonna move on to best character. This is probably the one I'm most looking forward to, if I'm being honest.
Interesting. Yeah,
I
mine's usually direction, but
there's a lot of good characters this year.
There's so many good characters.
A lot of good characters this year. Should I read them all off?
That's up to you.
Yeah, let's go for it. Why not? First one, Aloy, Horizon Forbidden West. Vol, Horizon Forbidden West. I'm not going to read the game titles anymore.
Okay.
Katalu, also Horizon. Alexander, Elden Ring. I guess I am reading the titles. Rani, Elden Ring. Melina, Elden Ring. Melina, Elden Ring. Damn. All right. Tiny Tina. Who knows what that one's from. KK from Ghostwire Tokyo. Laura from the Quarry. Ted Raimi from the Quarry.
I just didn't know his character's name. I just put Ted Raimi.
Ted Raimi, that's fine. No one actually knows. I couldn't.
He's this cop guy.
I know the cop guy, but whatever. White from Neon White. Red from Neon Red. We should put Mikey in there too.
Oh, I should have put Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey's there. Mikey. We'll put him in.
Okay.
Jay from As Dust Falls, Marissa Marcel from Immortality, The One from Immortality, Robert Jones from Immortality, Carl Greenwood from Immortality, Casey, what's that last name?
Omaris.
Bomaris from Wayward Strand, Guy Brush, Threepwood from Return to Monkey Island. That's a cool last name.
It is a cool name. His name's cool.
Yeah, that is a cool name. Damn, who names a kid Guy Brush? You know,
I don't know, but it's a cool name though.
We might need to start that one on Generation. You know,
yeah, bring it back.
Amicia from A Plague Tale Requiem, Sophia from A Plague Tale, Arnaud from A Plague Tale Requiem.
No, you don't pronounce the D.
You don't pronounce the D. Wow, silent
he's
D.
French.
Okay.
He's French.
I'll give you a silent D. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Bayonetta from Bayonetta, Larry, Pokemon.
Scarlet
and
I
Violet.
put Larry.
Which one's Larry?
Larry's the normal gym trainer, the normal guy that's just like you go to the restaurant and you fight him in the restaurant.
Okay.
And he becomes the Elite Four.
I don't even remember this guy.
And he's the Elite Four guy.
Okay, gotcha.
He's like the standard, typical businessman.
Kratos, God of War, Freya from God of War, Atreus, God of War. How do you pronounce this guy's name? Andreas
Mahler
from Pentiment, and then
Magdalene
Druckmann from Pentiment.
It's technically Drucker.
I didn't meet that character. Is that character not in like the first hour?
Magdalene is. So you met Drucker. You met her dad.
Which one's her dad?
Her dad is the. What does her dad do? I forget her dad's.
Is he like the asshole guy that just comes into town?
No. He doesn't live in the town. No, Magdalene's dad is I forget his name. You meet him pretty quickly.
Which one's his daughter?
What do you mean?
Then you say you meet his. Oh, that's Andreas' dad.
No. This is Magdalene's dad. Is a guy that Andreas talks to and stuff.
But you meet Magdalene?
Yes.
In the first hour, like I met him.
I don't think so. I think you first see her at the Act 2.
Gotcha. I was just trying to figure out what character.
Because there's time jump.
Sure,
I don't think you've technically have met Magdalene yet.
Okay, cool. Well, that's all of them that we got for best character.
Yes.
We're now gonna narrow it down.
Okay.
No obvious ones sticking out to me. To just
for me, I'll just cut both of them real quick, and
sure.
They're in the same. They're right next to each other. It's KK and Tiny Tina.
Okay.
I think KK was pretty cool. That game I think is overall cool. I don't think it's great. I think it's a fun game. I think that it was a nice little try for what is their name? Goes Tango Gameworks.
Tango Gameworks, yeah.
But I think KK was the standout there. Tiny Tina, I really like Tiny Tina. I know that some people hate Tiny Tina. I think Ashley always does such a good job with her.
Is this the girl that like she runs the arena in Borderlands 1? If you remember those.
She's not in Borderlands 1, I don't think.
Not in Borderlands 1 at all.
I think her first one is 2.
2? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I didn't play that much at 2. That's not serious.
Yeah. No. I think she first is in Borderlands 2. And then she's in 3.
I wonder if she is this person, because I remember there's this lady that like there's
Tiny Tina is a little girl
in 1, and I know what are those? Do you remember? Do you know what I'm talking about? Did you ever play those?
I played a good amount of 1. I beat 1, but I don't remember the DLCs. But Tiny Tina is very young in 2, so I don't think it.
Oh, it's Mad Moxie who wins the arenas in 1.
Yeah.
Does that character come back in like 2?
She's in every game.
Oh, is she? Okay. Was she in like base mainline 1? It's the only.
I don't remember.
No. Okay.
That's funny because 2's the best.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut these 2.
Yeah.
2's easily the best. They're comfort food for me. They're just so fun and fun co-op games. I mean, there's a lot here that I can cut because I put some here that you guys haven't played. If you wanted to cut one, you can.
If you feel strongly about like Pentiment characters, feel free to.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. That was just because I was deleting that bottom thing.
Oh, okay.
The two that I was thinking about cutting are two characters for two games that I played that you guys didn't.
Go ahead.
It's Guybrush and Casey Beaumaris from Wayward.
Sure.
Both of you two have not played this. I don't know if I could argue for them to be the top two either. So definitely want to give a shout out to Guybrush. I think he's great in this
People
I guess
always talk about him, right? I mean, like, shit,
Yeah.
heard about him before I even like really started getting into games like super heavily, you know?
Yeah, this isn't the original voice actor, but the guy that they did for this game, he has voiced Guybrush before. This isn't like the OG, but he's voiced Guybrush a good amount. But he came back, and then Casey is she's like a early teenager. I don't remember her exact age. She's like somewhere around 12 or so, 12, 13. But she's just a really charming little girl. I'll cut both. I'm cool with that.
Okay then. This is tough, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of good characters.
I mean,
Alexander here.
Characters are tough.
it, he's the big pot guy, your pot friend.
Oh, don't cut him.
Don't cut Alexander. Okay, we'll keep Alexander.
I mean, that's my favorite Elden Ring character by far.
Is it really? Let's
By
go,
far.
Alexander.
That guy's awesome.
He is awesome. You have to knock him out of the hole that he's in.
You know what was crazy is I pissed him off. In when you're in like the cave or like the tunnels.
Oh, when he's
or
at the
whatever.
entrance.
Yeah, he's at the entrance and I hit him and then he would just fight me every time. But you can go talk to the giant turtle with the hat and
Yes.
you can like pay him or something. You can do something with him.
It like resets NPCs.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it resets NPCs so no one's mad at you anymore. So I had to go find the fucking turtle and do all that. And I was like, oh shit. I had to go on a whole quest just to make sure Alexander wasn't mad at me anymore. It was great.
Can't have that.
No, I couldn't have that at all. Imagine if he wasn't there during the Verdun fight. Like, oh fuck that. I'll cut Varl from Horizon.
Okay.
Cool character. Horizon's still got some work to do on their side characters, I think.
Yeah. My favorite is the
Katalu
one.
is great.
That was what I was gonna say.
Keep Katalu for.
That's why
for a
I put
minute
him in here.
Yeah,
I think he was the best side character in the game.
Yeah, he was fucking awesome.
Voiced by the guy that voices Charles in Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that same guy. I really like the voice actor.
Yeah. We could cut Aloy too. I mean, I feel like Aloy could make it a lot further in here, but I don't think she's gonna win. But
I think Aloy is worse than Kotalo.
That's tough because you spend so much more time with Aloy, right?
I know. Yeah.
You spend the whole game with her. I really like Aloy. I think Aloy really has like a real like leader presence to her. You know, I know a lot of people give Aloy a lot of shit, but I really enjoy Aloy and Ashley Birch's performance as her.
Ashley's always great. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think she's gonna win here, so we might as well just start cutting.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, you want to go through the rest of these Elden Ring characters? Ronnie, that's the blue girl with one eye, right?
Yeah, Ronnie's probably my favorite character in Elden Ring.
Yeah, I was never really like too attached to her, but what do you like about her?
I really like the idea that she's trying to ascend to the throne herself, and she's trying to kind of bring upon a new age herself. I think
that's what the whole quest is about that you do for her.
Pretty much, yeah. And, and then if you get her ending, you basically you become her consort, and which basically means you are gonna wed, and she will take the throne, and you are kind of her.
Doesn't she die though? Like, isn't she dead by those like?
I mean, she still has a soul.
Like, doesn't she get fucking impaled?
No.
Okay.
Ronnie?
I swear I remember like a brutal death for her.
No. At the end of her quest, she's like, you're seeing her actual corporeal body like there or whatever. But like she has a soul still. It's in that doll.
Keep Ronnie for a little bit then.
Yeah, I'd say keep Ronnie.
Okay. Melania, this is the hardest boss in the game. That's this one.
Yeah.
Okay. We want to keep.
We can cut Melania if you want.
Okay.
We don't get a lot of her story, straight up. You do get a good amount, but I think she was just the more fascinating boss in the game.
Gotcha. Yeah, she was very cool.
Yeah. What about Melina? Do you have any
Which one is
attachment
this?
to her? She is technically your finger maiden.
Oh, the one
She's the one that's
you lay
always
on
with
her
you.
lap.
She's always with you. She's like the pinkish haired lady. She's the one that in the trailer, she's like, she puts up her hood and she's like, I want to offer you an accord.
Oh, okay, okay.
She has the eye thing, the eye kind of tattoo.
Sure.
She's always with you. She's the one that burnt at the moment we did the moments. She's the one that like sets the tree on fire.
Oh, after you fight the fire giant or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
We
Yeah, I
covered-
don't have any real attachment to her, but
Okay.
okay.
That's cool.
Laura the Corey. This is the girl with the eye patch, right?
Yeah, it's the girl that gets her eye messed
Cool,
up.
cool. She does have like the coolest chapter.
Yeah.
With her in
for
that prison for sure. That is like the best chapter of that game. Yeah, really cool character.
I think she was my favorite in the game.
Yeah. No, I'm probably there with you, honestly. Between her and Ted Raimi,
Yeah, I really like
Yeah.
Ted Raimi.
those were
as
the
well.
two best. I say we cut one of them.
Okay.
Let's cut Ted.
I was just gonna say it sucks. I love Ted Raimi, even just as an actor. I think he's always fun.
It's cool he's in the game, right?
Yeah, it's so cool. He's Ted Raimi in the game.
I really wish that one guy got more time in the game. The guy from Scream.
Oh, David Arquette. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did
Yeah,
not. Get
he
a lot of
wasn't in it very
time.
much at all. Yeah. He wanted. He was pitching. They do a Scream game, and I was like, that'd be fucking awesome.
Follow the whole thing.
Yeah. That'd be fucking incredible.
I think they just released a trailer today for the
for the new Scream. Yeah, I just saw that.
I
It
haven't
looks
seen
cool.
5.
You haven't seen 5? Oh,
I'm
okay.
behind.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like 4 the most, I think, but
I mean, for me, it's 1 then 4.
yeah.
1 is too iconic. It's just so good. Like I don't think you can ever beat 1. 1's like one of my favorite horror movies ever.
They're bringing Hayden Panettiere back from 4.
That's hype.
That
That's
is
good.
hype, right? Yeah.
If she was the best character in
Nothing's all
4.
good. See, get all these people
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Supermassive, go make a Scream game and be
on.
badass. Neon White, Neon Red. I
we can
really
cut
like
both.
White. Oh, really? I like White quite a bit.
I do
White's
too. I mean, I like both
character.
of them, and I like their relationship.
Sure, yeah, the
Um,
relationship is awesome.
I think that they, as much as we love this game and I like both of these characters, do they really stand up to a lot of these other characters?
Fuck yeah, fuck these people, man. The story was awesome in Neon White.
So
I
anime.
don't even care. It's so badass. They're all like a heist crew. It's so
Yeah.
cool. It's so cool. All right, we could get them, but
Okay.
shout out to Neon White.
Yeah. Well, even shout out to White's voice actor, the legend Steve Bloom. Come on.
What does he voice? Like, what's the main thing?
I mean, he does anime.
Yeah, but like, what's his
he-
famous anime?
I mean,
I forget
he's
what it is.
Spike. He's Spike Spiegel.
Yeah. Which one is that?
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop. I've never seen Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's the main dude. Spike.
Yeah. Like I know what
He's
you're talking
Spike,
about.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's a famous voice actor. Here's a little like I'll give you a little like behind the scenes thing. So
please
because he voiced Spike, right? One of my
Mhm.
favorite hip hop artists, Logic. He did like a whole concept album called The Incredible True Story, which is like them just on a ship and stuff. He wanted Steve Bloom because he loved Cowboy Bebop so much to like narrate the little skits and stuff throughout the whole album. And he
Oh,
got
that's
Steve
cool.
Bloom and this other guy. I don't remember who the other guy is.
Oh, he actually did it.
So Steve Bloom is just on The Incredible True Story. Yeah.
I just read a thing. Logic auditioned to play Jesse in Last of Us Part 2. Yeah, but
Oh,
yeah,
weird.
he didn't get the role, but he voices a couple NPCs, I guess, in that game.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Jay from As Dust Falls. I like Jay.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a keeper, but
I don't think so either.
yeah, cool character.
I think he was the standout for me. I mean, I think there's a couple good ones, but I think Jay was probably the standout.
Yeah, none really like stand out super
More about the cast,
to
I
me.
think.
Yeah.
Now we got the immortality block here.
Yeah. These are tough ones because like
There's 2 of them you don't get a lot of time with, and that's Robert and Carl.
yeah,
They each only
Yeah.
have a film.
I say we cut them. I mean, great acting, obviously, from the both of them. But
Yeah.
I think we can cut them.
Okay. We could save the 1 because you could probably make an argument that the 1 is is just as good, right? Like
Yeah, it's tough with the one and Marissa because
Technically, they're the
Marissa's
same.
weird because it's like we get a lot of her acting and like a lot of her character in the movie, but we don't get like too much of like her actual character.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one we eventually
breaks,
get. Yeah,
like
we do
in
get breaks
between
in between,
little
and then you can like
scenes.
piece
Yeah.
a lot of stuff together about like her dating life and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then obviously in like the third movie, you just know something's like going horribly wrong with her. It's almost like they deserve best performance more so than best character. You know what I mean?
I would put that maybe all together, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Because we don't really have a performance, and I don't really think we need a category to separate them. So let's kind of put that together then.
Okay. Let's just keep them both for now, and then we'll
Okay.
circle back. Amicia, Plague Tale Requiem. We got to keep her. I mean, she's fantastic.
So good.
Easily front runner or one of the front runners here.
Yeah.
Sophia. Now, I didn't like Sophia as much as you.
Yeah, Sophia was my favorite side character. I think she just really fit in with the crew. She really kind of got an attachment to Hugo as well, just like Amicia, obviously does. We can cut Sophia. I think that she was probably my favorite character other than Amicia in the game.
Sure.
And then you want to talk about Arnaud?
Yeah, hell yeah. I want to talk about Arnold. Arnold's my favorite fucking character, man. This guy is so fucking cool. I just love the turn, right? From bad guy chasing you, hunting you down to becoming an ally and then on your side. And then he just ends up being such a cool guy. His friendship with Hugo is so fun. And then like his motivations throughout the game is very fun as well. And then I don't want to spoil anything, but the stuff he does towards the end, very cool. He's an awesome scene right at the end. I fucking love this guy.
Yeah, he is a cool character. I like his he keeps the broken shield or whatever.
Yeah, I thought he really like brought this game together for me. Like
Sure.
at least story wise, I thought he just like really brought that cast together.
Yeah. Is he? You think he's worth keeping for now? For you?
We can delete him because like I have to give it up to Amicia more, but
Okay.
yeah, we can delete him. Personally, for me, my favorite character.
Sure. I will cut this version of Bayonetta. I think that it's probably my least favorite of like the three Bayonettas. Well, I guess technically, I think the first game is the same. I think this is a different one, but yeah, we can cut Bayonetta. Sims, what do you think about Larry, the Pokemon trainer Larry? You remember Larry?
Yeah, the guy that was the gym leader and the Elite Four.
Yeah.
Useless.
Okay. He was just so funny. That's why I put him on here.
I know a lot of people have. I've heard big praise for Larry.
He's just so funny.
Where's the guy with the sick dog?
Oh, what is his name? He was the best side character.
Horrible.
You didn't like him?
Story. No, I loved that story. That was like the best part of that game.
Yeah.
For me, but like that was a heartbrearking story.
It was. It was so
just
sad.
going around trying to heal his old dog. It was like, oh no, man.
Well, even to the very end. Did you see the very end?
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened to the dog? I don't even remember, honestly.
No, not the dog. Just his story with like.
Did he end up healing the dog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the end of that. That's the end of that quest.
The dog should have died.
No, but his spoilers. His mom died.
Yeah,
for me.
his dad died.
His mom was the
more dad
professor or
dies.
whatever.
Yeah.
But he's not bothered. Not bothered.
Didn't give a
at all.
fuck. He
hasn't been there
cared
for
about
him.
that
Doesn't
dog.
give a shit. He's
Yeah.
dead. No, man. Adventure, guys. Yeah, stupid, man. I hated it.
Keep going.
The best part of that game was the credits.
Seeing the credits roll.
That's the music.
I can't wait
yeah.
for an hour from now when Sims gives it his game of the year. He's like, the best part was the credits.
Sims, I don't
like-
think you've put your top 10 in here yet.
I'm not ruining it because I still don't know. Let me double check.
Okay.
He still doesn't know. He's got to beat God of War.
Yeah,
I'm doing it now.
He's doing it right now.
We won't spoil
Shut
the
up.
God of War, but we could quickly do this
Now-
block here.
For God of War, I would also add a couple villains here, honestly.
If you want to add a few, go for it.
I would add Odin and
Yeah.
Heimdall.
Hoden and Heimdall, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Heimdall's my favorite villain.
Yeah, I fucking love Heimdall. I mean, Odin too. Odin is
Do you think that they're ultimately better? I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
No, it's Odin is such like a complex character in that game too, and like
He's
his motivations
great.
are so awesome, and just the twists and turns you go on with his character is so fucking cool.
The performance, man.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put him above Kratos.
I was going to ask, are Heimdall
yeah.
or Odin better than any of these three? Because I don't think so. I think that these
Heimdall,
are
I don't. It's great.
Yeah, the performance for Heimdall is so good. He's so
Like,
snooty.
personally, I like Heimdall more than any of them, but like
Yeah,
it's just
me
his
too.
character in the game. But no, like they don't deserve to be. I think Odin, you can make a strong case as second best, honestly.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But if we're gonna keep one God of War, I would say it has to be Kratos.
I think so. Like I would make a little argument for maybe Freya, but
They're all so good, man. Like
Yeah.
those five right there. I think. I mean, a lot of people wouldn't agree with the Heimdall thing, but at least Odin, Atreus, Freya, and Kratos are so fucking good in the game.
yeah.
Like, I think Heimdall's Heimdall's the best because he makes you hate him straight away.
Mm-hmm.
From the first moment
He's
you
just
meet
a
him,
little fucking asshole.
I'm like, you're a fucking dickhead. And then I met him again. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're a fucking dickhead. And even when you can walk around that little pub, like in Asgard, and he just makes a comment, and you're like, you're a fucking dickhead. Like if you can make me say that to you, like, you're a fucking dickhead. Yeah, that's me. I was doing something. That was it.
So do you want to cut Atreus and Freya then?
Sure. Also, shout out to Atreus. I thought especially his actor, really stepped it up for the second game. I liked him so much more in Ragnarok than I did in 2018.
Yeah, I think he starts a little slow in Ragnarok. I think he grows more as the game goes.
Yeah, he has a big scene right at the beginning, but
He does, and I think I agree with
to
you.
portray that emotion
better.
as well.
Yes.
I love the part when he's climbing the wall and he's like talking to himself. It's like an Atreus climbing the wall.
Just so stressed, man. Climbing that wall, I was like, oh.
Oh, that was a
little
really cool
boy.
scene. Okay, you want to talk about Pentiment characters then?
Sure. I really like Magdalene a lot. I don't think she's better than Andreas. So I could definitely cut Magdalene. It sucks that no one's played to really
I'd like to play.
don't really even know Magdalene at all. But we could talk about it on the main show, the regular show when you guys play it. Andreas, I love Andreas. I think he's a very good character. I don't know if he is better than like Amicia or Kratos or Marissa. So I could definitely cut Andreas, but I think he is a very good character. Very he's not perfect, and I like that about him. He's a kind of a bit of a struggling artist trying to find his way, but he's also, he's a human. He has his flaws too.
Okay. Now the tough ones.
Yeah. There's two that stick out for me to cut, but I don't want to have to keep cutting.
Okay,
myself.
we can get rid of the pot guy.
No, that wasn't actually who I was going to cut.
Wasn't it? Okay.
No.
Well, I will say we could get rid of the pot guy. Love his
Okay.
character, but yeah, he's a.
If you want to keep him? We can keep him.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I would
Okay.
argue for Arnold more than him, but yeah.
Okay, we can cut
it's all good.
Alexander.
Yeah, we can cut him.
I'll
Who's
cut
sticking
another
out to
one.
you?
It was Kotalo and Laura were probably
Sure.
the two that were sticking out for me. I think I like Kotalo better than Laura. So I'll cut Laura. I think she's great. I think she's really cool. I like her kind of bounty hunter arc in that game. She like goes from being a normal girl to like 1 month later being like a werewolf defending one-eyed patch big boss looking girl with a shotgun.
Yeah.
It's a very
we can cut Katala then too. He's an awesome character. Love that quest.
Yes.
The whole what do you got to do? You got to like climb the mountain with him or whatever. It's a really fun quest.
You get the arm for him.
Yeah, you get that arm. Yeah, he's a really cool character. But yeah, we can cut him. And then I'm gonna say we cut the one next. I think between the one and Marissa sticks out a bit more.
Technically, it's the same character.
It's sure at points, right?
Yeah. I mean, no, technically it's the same character.
Is it the whole time?
Yeah.
Didn't she not take over until like the third movie though? or whatever.
No,
Oh no, I guess she always is, right? Yeah.
there was a time when
What happens at the end though when she dies? Oh, it's because the one split into two or whatever, right?
Well, almost. So what happens in the game is after the end of the second movie, she bounces to the director, and then that's when Marissa goes away for 20 years. Then she takes Marissa over and is controlling both of them. And that's where
Gotcha.
it starts getting funky. That's when Marissa comes back in the 90s and then all that kind of stuff. But anytime we see her, it was the one.
Okay. How you feeling about Ronnie?
Probably the weakest one here, but I really love Ronnie. I think Ronnie's great. We can cut Ronnie if you want.
Okay. All right. Top three: Marissa, Marcel, Amicia, and Kratos.
Mm-hmm.
This is tough.
It's very tough. Like these are. I don't want to have to cut one, but we're going to have to. I mean, my number one, I think, is pretty obvious. I think it's Marissa.
You think it's Marissa?
Yeah, I think that goes with everything. The performance. Marissa as a character is just very interesting, I think, especially with the one.
I think my number one's Kratos.
Kratos is my number two.
Yeah, I think just the story you go on with Kratos throughout this game,
Yeah,
and then just kind of leading in from the whole series into this.
mm-hmm.
And I don't want to spoil anything, but
Of course.
So yeah, my number one's Kratos.
Sims
can't really say too much except for Marissa.
I mean, Kratos is great. Like you can see his development straight away. From like all he cares about is Atreus. You know what I mean? Like, it's gone from tough love to like tough love with an explanation. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Kratos knows why he's so hard on it.
Would you put Marissa over Kratos, Sims? From what you played so far?
No. I mean, she did a great job with 3 characters, but like I don't know, like from I only know Kratos on number 1.
Sure. I mean, you know a good amount.
I think Kratos, yeah, like for like from the scenes that I have seen him in, like when spoilers, when Atreus comes back, like Kratos isn't angry, like he's disappointed.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's more disappointed than anything,
and like, and then Atreus is like, did it for a reason. Like all they need, like I'm just screaming at the TV, is like, just be straight, just say, look, seen this thing on the wall, like, and he's like. And then Kratos is like, yeah, me too. I was like, why did you talk about it then? Just talk about it. Sit down. Get some whiskey. Get some mead. Yeah.
So are we cutting Amicia? Is what it sounds like?
I think so.
That sucks, but
Amicia.
we have to do it. Amicia.
We could tie.
No ties. All right. So are we giving it to Kratos then? Like, is that what it sounds like?
I would give it to Kratos.
Okay. I mean, we can give it to Kratos. Kratos is my number 2. We can definitely give it to Kratos though. But shout out
Kratos
to Marissa though.
Kratos, the real best character, Sephiroth.
Sephiroth.
There we go. Good job, Sephiroth. You won.
So good. Sephiroth's great.
All right, your winner then. Kratos. God of War Ragnarok. Runner up, Marissa Marcel, Immortality. Next category. Best music / sound. And your nominees. Nobody Saves the World. Sifu. Ali Ali World. Horizon Forbidden West. Elden Ring. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Tunic. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. TMNT Shredder's Revenge. Neon White. Stray. Immortality. Splatoon 3. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. A Plague Tale Requiem. Vampire Survivors. Bayonetta 3. God of War Ragnarok. Pokemon Scarlet / Violet. The Callisto Protocol. Pentiment. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. And Cult of the Lamb. Bum, bum, bum.
Nice list here. It's a lot of good music this year. A lot of good music. I'll cut one just because I think it's a quick cut. Immortality. I think it doesn't overpower you with music, but there's always a lot of music going on. There's a lot of very ambient music going on, kind of more haunting music. But I don't really think that people are going to talk a lot about the music for Immortality in the years to come. I'll also cut Tiny Tina's again. I like that game, but
Someone's got to.
I don't know if it's someone's got to.
Someone's got to like that game.
Sims, I saw you just put Cult of the Lamb on here right last second, which is cool. I'm fine with it.
I was disappointed in you. I was like, what?
I'm it's not one I played. I watched someone play some,
Oh,
but
it's so good.
I didn't really. Yeah, I know. That's why I put it in the top list because I know you're gonna put it on and stuff. So, tell me about the music.
Just the ambience of it. Like, I just remember being in the overworld and even the sounds of people making noises and like when you go into like God mode and like you're making decisions and they're like what's it word, like they all groan together, like, oh, if you do a bad thing they're like, oh, like, I don't know, it's just cute and like the music's awesome, and then like when you're in the combat, like just that, like, you know, very like simple gameplay mechanic with the clinking and clanking of like hitting and fighting and rolling, and yeah, man, it's great. And like being in that overworld and like you spend so much time in that like little whole world building your little villages. And I can hear the noise, like the music now. I spent like 2 solid weeks on that.
Yeah, I remember you playing it a lot. Is there anyone you want to cut, Connor?
I'm not the biggest music guy, so like there's
Okay.
really only a couple that stick out to me as like, you know, really good music, you know?
Sure. Yeah. What do you
I'm
think
just
you
like,
want to save?
what do I want to save? I want to
Yeah.
save TMNT, Neon White, and Elden Ring.
Yeah, I think that's
Obviously.
my top. I think that that's funny. I think that's probably my top 3 as well.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that's, and then like honestly, like everything else, I couldn't even, you know, God of War Ragnarok, obviously, but I think
Okay, we'll just go real quick then. Nobody Saves the World. I think that the presentation of that game is really great, and I think the music goes with it. I didn't click with the game, but I think the music's pretty great. Sifu. I think Sifu has just really solid music, and it just goes with the atmosphere and the vibe of that game. I don't really think it's the best music.
the club music's cool.
The club music's pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Ollie Ollie World, I think has really nice music. It kind of fits with the game, but
I suppose when you're adding sound too,
yeah.
I would kind of mix in some others.
Okay,
Like
yeah, we can
the
get there.
rats in Plague Tale are just
Yeah,
disturbing, you know?
or
And,
even Callisto, right? Like
yeah,
all the
Callisto
sounds
too.
of Callisto
Yeah,
are crazy.
Horizon too. I love the sounds of the robots and shit. I think that's it's just fucking
We can keep that
like
for a second.
Transformers. Okay.
Kirby, I think, might be my number 4.
Oh, dude, Kirby does have good music.
Kirby's
That's
music
a
is
good one, yeah.
awesome. We can cut Tunic. I think Tunic is really charming. I think it's best in its art style than its music, but I think it has good music too. Even though I didn't really click with it. I don't think Sims did really either.
What's that?
Tunic?
No. Shame that.
Yeah. I know a lot of people love it. Lego Star Wars. I mean, it's just Star Wars music. It's just the
So
best.
it wins. Okay,
It's
great.
the best.
It wins.
Yeah.
Never mind. We
Oh,
got
I
it.
got my Star Wars wrong. That's the best. So you can't technically beat that. Oops. Yeah, Neon White.
Kirby and the Forgotten Land, TMNT, Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah. Sims, what do you have to say about Stray's music?
I've been thinking about
you're the
it,
biggest
like,
Stray
I've read
defender
it, like
here.
the music is just that when you're in that city at the beginning, like, and it's like the little, like, the robots, like, and then like you walk past something, there'll be like some dripping water. It's very like
Atmospheric.
yeah, like really cool.
Yeah.
But like, there's no like, I can't really remember a banging tune or some really good background music. I just remember like the and the yeah, and the meowings and stuff like that's real
The
cats.
cat
Like
noises.
yeah, like they've done a great job to like when you're in that world, like you know you can hear it and feel and like you can hear the world if that makes any sense.
No, for sure. It's a living world.
It's great.
Do you think it stays longer?
No, not in this. Not in these
Okay.
big boys. Let me tell you.
Splatoon 3, I think, is one of the more underrated soundtracks this year. I know that you both haven't really played Splatoon. Its music is really, unconventional and weird, and I think it's very good. I don't think it's as good as some of the other ones we have here, but I think it is a good soundtrack though. Call of Duty, I think, really lives on its sound design more than its actual music. I mean, I think Call of Duty usually, especially the Modern Warfare series, really has great sounds, but I don't know. Do we need to award Call of Duty anything?
I beat World at War on Veteran, and I'll always remember this one part with this music playing really loud. It's like bum 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 bum. Bum. You're just like running through a field with shit going off. That's all I gotta say about Call of Duty.
Okay, I'll cut it. Do you think Plague Tale stays? I know that it has other good sounds. Do we think it
Yeah.
stays?
Yeah, I don't recall the music too well of Plague Tale, but
It's got-
sound wise, it's really good.
It's got good music.
Does it? Okay.
It probably just didn't stick out too much to you, but
Yeah, we don't have to keep it, but
if it didn't stick out, I mean, I
it-
guess that
it's solid.
says something. Vampire Survivors.
I always
think
got a
the-
podcast on when I'm playing this game, so I never
Yeah.
hear it.
Okay, it's got really catchy music. I don't think it's like the best here, but definitely shout out to that music though. It's pretty catchy. Bayonetta 3, I think overall Bayonetta has always had great music. I think in 3 it's really the battle theme for Bayonetta. When you're like fighting, it goes really hard. I still don't think it holds up to some of these others, but it does have a solid Bayonetta theme. Here's the controversial one, if we're going to cut it or not. God of War Ragnarok.
I think it's really good, but I also kind of think it's a little overrated. Like people
Yeah,
really
I
like the music
agree.
in this game, but it's like it's good. It fits
Honestly-
the theme of the world very well, but it's not like I'm not like downloading this on Spotify and fucking listening to it on my way to work or anything.
And I think the 2018 game has better music.
Yeah, does it?
It stuck out more to me, like that chanting that we hear in 2018. I just think it's
Yeah, it's just like people praise it like it's like the best music ever. I'm just like, all right, it's all right.
No, I think every Zelda has better music than this game. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. What do we have to say about that music?
Oh, dude, that one song's fucking
Yeah.
awesome when he turned into the crystal form.
Yeah, it's kind of a remix of Sword and Shields a little bit, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
That's probably like my favorite song of this year.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Okay.
I love that song. Yeah,
Is it worth keeping?
we keep it for now. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Callisto.
Really good sounds in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the sounds of just the creatures when you're walking around.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
I'd say cut it because it doesn't really have music that sticks out either.
I mean, it's both. It's both. If we think that
Yeah.
the actual sound design is good enough, we could keep it.
It's very good, but I mean, we're gonna have to start cutting shit here.
Okay,
So
we can
whatever.
cut it. Pentiment. I think Pentiment has a charming soundtrack for the era, but I don't really know that it's particularly better than some of these others here. Everyone, I'll say it again. Go play Pentiment. Sparks of Hope. I'm the only one here that's played it. I think that it's got really good music, but I don't know if it really stays here. There's a lot of those here. Okay. We went through the whole list now. Now we only got a few left.
Okay. We can cut Horizon. I love the sounds of the
Okay.
robot dinosaurs. But that's fine. We can cut it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. I think that just even the sounds of the weapons, I think that there's a lot of good sound design here.
Yeah, the explosions and whatnot.
Yeah.
Very cool. Sims, how strong you feel about Cult of the Lamb now?
I mean, it'll go. It can go. I disagreed with the God of War thing, but like I suppose the first one got his flowers, so it's not too much different. But it still hits. Like it still hits.
Yeah, it's
like,
good. It's
when,
very
like,
good.
Kratos is like doing his Kratos things. The
Yeah, the chanting's always good.
So good. But yeah, Cool can go.
Okay.
Scarlet Violet, yeah, like that was like, you know,
You want to cut it? Okay.
it's not Sword and Shield, is it? Like, like that Sword and Shield one was a jam. I was like,
Stadium, like the stadium theme.
Fucking go, man, like, but yeah.
Now it's a little tough here to cut. Oh, boy.
I would say Kirby's next.
That sucks to say.
Yeah, but I mean,
we
whatever.
can cut
Top
it.
4. Yeah,
Yeah.
something's got to go.
We can cut Kirby.
Sorry, Kirby.
Oh boy.
Awesome sucking sound though.
The next one I would say to cut. It really hurts to say it. I think it's TMNT.
It's just that song though.
I know, dude.
That sounds so good.
It's Ghostface Killer.
All right. I don't know though, man. Like, even all the sounds when you open like the menus and stuff in that game are so fucking cool.
I know. There's so much good music in TMNT. And this is so tough. Why do we do this to ourselves?
It's a tie again. Wow, good job, guys.
It's another tie.
Another tie. We did it. I'm gonna say cut Elden Ring next.
That's my number 1.
That's your number 1? Okay.
Yeah.
My number.
Yeah,
I mean, I think my number 1 is Neon White. But,
Neon White's my number 2.
Yeah.
Neon White's so good.
Sims, how you feel? You think Elden Ring should be top 2?
I mean, I played Neon White for like 15 minutes, and like I can remember it. But like Elden Ring, like I played all of it, and it was.
Okay, let's keep Elden Ring top 2. Let's delete TMNT.
Yeah, the main theme for Elden Ring is insane. It's so good.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Sims. If you got more to say,
I just every time you start the game, it's like
you're ready.
you know what I mean.
This is a journey here. Yeah, that sucks for losing TMNT. That Ghostface Killer. Everyone, go listen to that Ghostface Killer. The final fight song. It's so good. So Sims, what do you think then? I guess you'll be the barometer here. What's better, Elden Ring or Neon White? Music wise.
It's just a tie, isn't it? And like in some different levels. Starting up Neon White for the first time.
Yeah.
It's got to be Elden Ring on it.
That's is that what you think?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Elden Ring.
But both of these soundtracks are incredible.
Definitely.
They really are.
All right. Your winner for best music / sound, Elden Ring. Runner up, Neon White. Moving on to best indie now. And your nominees: Sifu, Ali World, Tunic, Trek to Yomi, TMNT Shredder's Revenge, Neon White, As Dusk Falls, Stray, Immortality, Wayward Strand, Return to Monkey Island, 2 Point Campus, Rogue Legacy 2, Vampire Survivors, and Pentiment. Bum, bum, bum.
I know Pentiment's a weird one because it is
not technically an indie.
Not technically an indie.
Neither would As Dusk Falls. Microsoft did publish that.
Honestly, yeah, I would even say, yeah. I mean,
we're not giving Xbox credit for As Dusk Falls. Like, I think if you put money into that, that's a second party relationship. Like, you should that should be like considered like an Xbox game. You know what I mean?
Man, it kind of is. I'm with you though. They didn't really.
I feel like if you put money down, that's yours. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll cut Pentiment. Then do you want to cut As Dusk Falls as well, kind of for the same kind of reason?
Sure. I wasn't even suggesting those are like we could have kept both of those for those reasons. I didn't care, but
I didn't
delete. Like indie nowadays more just means it's a smaller game. You know what I mean?
Smaller team.
Yeah, smaller team, smaller game on it. That's all it really means nowadays because there's so many. Like, technically, Annapurna shouldn't be considered indie games. You know?
Sure. Yeah, of course. So I'm gonna cut Pentiment because I don't know if
Really, I feel like this is the one you could make a really strong case
I mean,
for.
did you? I'll make an argument if you want.
Do you feel like it's the strongest one here? Because I feel like you'd say it's the best one here,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I
keep it.
think it's my number one here. Yeah.
Yeah, keep it.
Okay.
This is a tough category.
It is.
How you feel about Trek to Yomi? You're the only one that played it, but I know it didn't review super well.
I really think I think it's a very solid game. I think it's a good game. It's not great. I think its presentation is really what stands out for it. I think it has decent music, and I think its visual style is really good. It loses it in its combat. It's just very simple and a little button mashy, I think. We can cut it. I will cut Wayward Strand again. It's just a game I like, but I know it's not going to get much here.
It's not on here, but I want to shout out Roller Drum.
Oh yeah. That's true.
I would throw that on here, but I mean, it wouldn't like win or anything. But yeah, just
Give it a
shout out
shout
to
out.
that game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What would
I'll
I
cut Rogue Legacy too as well.
Okay.
That's just another one.
I tried that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you play the first one?
No, I never played the first one. You know, I was thinking about the other day. You guys ever play Castle Crashers?
Dude, I
Yeah,
love
man.
Castle Crash.
Castle Crash is
So
fucking
good.
great. Yeah.
What a great game.
Shout out.
Exactly.
Like
Seems
really
you
the
look like
beginning
you
of
did it with
Indies.
the light on you.
Really the beginning of Indies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Behemoth
time.
they did a lot of 360 games back
It's
in the
like
day.
that Limbo.
Yeah.
Explosion Man.
Braid.
Oh, dude, Braid. Where the fuck is that Braid anniversary? Remember that?
No.
You don't remember that? They just announced like a Braid anniversary and it's coming to current gen consoles, and they were like, yeah, it's coming out soon, and we haven't heard about it in like 2 years.
Jonathan Blow takes forever
Oh,
for
dude,
everything he
that
does.
That fucking guy. Will he ever make another game?
He's probably making something. When are we gonna hear a new Jonathan Blow game? Come on.
As soon as we get a new play dead game.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Man, that's a tough category.
Yeah, I'll cut Return to Monkey Island. I think
Okay.
that there are better games here, even though I really like that game.
Good list. It's good though. And I'm not.
It is. It's a good game. Yeah.
Man, we've given so much love to Immortality on this show.
I know. I'm gonna cut Tunic as well.
Okay.
I mean, we all love Immortality. What do you want?
I just think it's funny. Like no one else talks about Immortality.
Not the way.
No, I don't want to cut it at all. But
Okay.
yeah, I think I would cut As Dust Falls next.
Okay.
Great game. I love the narrative, but
Yeah.
I think it's got to go. Just because that stupid girl. Like what was she thinking?
Which one?
The girl that runs away with fucking Jay.
Oh yeah.
What are you? You're like 14. What are you doing?
I mean,
This
he
guy
was
just
on-
broke into your fucking house or whatever.
he wasn't
Let me just
that much
use
older.
this credit card as well.
Yeah, like what was that? And fly all the way to fucking Washington or whatever. Like,
I'm so glad though.
doing?
Like, I'm so glad. Like, everything. Like, I don't know. When she did it, she was like, "I'll put it on the credit card." And I was like, "Your dad's gonna be there any minute."
Yeah, he will know.
I mean, like,
smart enough to get a plane ticket to Washington, but not smart enough to realize what credit card you're putting it on. Good lord.
I mean, how do you feel about 2 Point Campus, Connor? Like, you're the fucking
That's a good
goat.
question.
Oof.
That's your
I
goat.
mean,
That is, man.
that's number one right here, baby. Yeah, I don't. We could cut it. I love it. I mean, this is the first time. This is the first time I got into like a simulation manager type game in like a very long time, and it got me back into those and reminded me how much I love those type of games.
We can keep it for sure. I know you love this game. Keep it.
But what it's up against, though, it's like
it's not Vampire Survivors, is it?
Yeah, like I have 3 I would put above it. So it's like, we can cut it, but I love that game.
Yeah, shout out to 2 Point Campus. I'll cut Ollie Ollie World. I think that's a charming game that more people should check out. But
I'm like halfway through it. Pop in.
Yeah, there's only like 4 worlds or something like that.
Yeah, they added a lot with DLC.
Oh, I completely forgot they did.
I think it's free too. The DLC. Yeah. Okay.
That's just tough here. I think where it's the big boys here.
Yeah. How we feeling about TMNT?
I love it so much. It's not my favorite here.
Yeah, mine neither. I like it a lot too. But and this isn't normally my type of game even, and I liked it a lot. So that says something.
Yeah. Did you play Streets of Rage 4?
Yeah, yeah. Whatever the one that released back on re-released back on 360. If you guys remember that during like the summer arcade thing. Me and my friends played the shit out of that one.
I think that was Turtles in Time.
Yeah. But yeah, I
Maybe?
think we should cut it.
You can cut it. I'm gonna make the call. Sifu?
It was a really good game. But yeah,
I love
I mean,
Sifu.
if it was like a different, if we were a different group of people, then it would win.
Yeah,
saying
I
it's
mean,
like, who was it?
I
Who
love
made the
that game. There's just better games, I
Who
think.
made the game?
What do you mean?
It was developers.
is it
Slow Clap.
Absolver? Slow Clap. That's it.
Slow
Slow
Clap,
Clap.
yeah.
So like, I mean, what did they do before? Not a lot. Like nothing crazy.
They made a game with like the same art style, but it's a bit different.
I mean, it
What's
can
that game
go,
called?
but like, shout out to Sifu.
Shout out. Can't wait for the John Wick game next. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, right. Sims, I'll let you go for it. Do you want to fight for
I mean,
You want to shoot this cat again?
I mean, what can I say about this game? Like, atmospheric, great cat mechanics.
Great cat mechanics.
It is. And like, I know that like you put it on, you're both disappointed with like the jumping. I think you wanted it to be a bit more free flowing, like proper like 3D platforming.
Exactly.
Like
I wanted a
Mario's
cat platformer.
But like, I don't think it would have worked that way.
Not the game that they made, no, probably.
No, because like
I wanted a different game.
It would have been janky as all hell. Like trying to jump on them little like narrow edges. It's not. It wouldn't have worked like that. If like. So having it from for someone like myself, like press X to be there, press X to be here, and I was like, oh, this is cool. So for me, I really enjoyed that because I'm not the big I think if it was that way, I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much because I'm not the biggest 3D platformer. And the game looked phenomenal. It did look really nice. It sounded great, like I've already explained. In and out, 4 hours, great trophy. Like really bad, one bad trophy. I mean, I don't want it to go. I want it to win. Like there's 2 on that list that like, there's 3 on that list that I'd want to win, and Stray's one of them. But you guys,
what do you want to cut ahead of it?
I'd take Pentiment out due to the fact that I've not played it.
Okay.
I
mean, I'll be fine cutting Pentiment.
Like,
I am the only one that has played it.
I just feel like if Immortality's got some love, like, has it won anything? Yeah, it's won best narrative. Right? Yeah. And I know we're like, you're not trying to like make it fair, but like Stray. I played Vampire Survivors for about an hour and 15 minutes, right? And I was hooked. And the fact that I don't play it is for my own benefit. So like, that says a lot. But like, I know Stray was so good. But then Vampire Survivors is so simple, but it's brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, I'll cut Pentiment. I'll finally cut Pentiment.
I'll let you have. Look, I'll let you have Stray. I'll let you take Stray off there, but Vampire Survivors has to win.
I don't think it's winning.
Right. Who do you? Right. So let's all pick one. Who you want?
We're making backroom deals here.
Connor, who would you have win out of this list?
Neon White.
Daniel Navaroli. Who would you have win best indie 2023?
Well, without Pentiment, I would have Neon White.
There's Neon. I'd pick Vampire Survivors.
Let's do this. We'll put Pentiment number 1, Stray number 2. We cool with that?
No.
I mean, okay.
No. If I'm the only one fighting for Pentiment, like
you're only fighting for it because you've played it, like and we haven't played it due to time,
and I'm fine with that.
And that's that. It's not like it's not. I've not poo-pooed it. I think Connor's like struggled, but like he likes it.
I think it's just a really slow start. That's why.
Should have had voice acting.
It didn't have the time or the budget for that.
How does Obsidian not have the budget? For that?
It was less than 15 people made that game.
They got the budget,
Sure,
though,
but they're owned by fucking Microsoft. Like,
Yeah,
they
but this
sure
was
as fuck got the budget.
Obsidian's making like
Hey,
3 other
Phil,
games.
give me fucking 15 grand, bro. I need to fucking pay someone to do voice acting. Like, what do you mean they don't got the budget?
Phil Spencer's got 15 grand.
Sure as fuck. It's
And he's so
Microsoft.
far.
They're one of the richest companies in the fucking world. Yes, they have the budget.
So what? Neon White wins it.
No, okay. Let's talk this through here. We took Pentiment off officially. Okay.
I took it off.
Okay. I mean, look, I'm picking Neon White. I would go Immortality number 2, Stray 3, or not Stray, Vampire Survivors 3.
The same.
I'm a Stray hater. I just think that game, is fucking. Me and Daniel, we're on that hater train. You know what I mean?
We're drinking the haterade.
Yeah, we're drinking the haterade. It's fuck that cat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Neon White. I mean, I don't disagree. I not really played it, but what I did play, I was like, this is great.
I mean, we all really like vampires. Okay, but we all fucking love Immortality. So
That's the problem, man.
yeah.
So we'll cut Stray.
We'll cut Stray. I feel like Vampire Survivors is next.
Okay. Yeah. Great game.
Great game. And then I think for the 3 of us, we give it to Immortality because I think all 3 of us absolutely love that game.
And love that game.
Right?
I give it to Neon White.
I like Neon White more, but like I also love Immortality, and I know you feel the same, Daniel.
I'm Neon White over Immortality.
How do we feel about a draw?
No draws.
A third
Not
draw.
having a third draw.
Let's go.
What do you mean there's a third draw? How is there a
All
third draw?
draws. I said there was a draw for the last like 3 categories, but
right.
yeah, just jokingly.
I vote Neon White here.
I'm not opposed to Neon White. Like, you know.
Okay. Oh, fuck it then. Neon White.
Look, if I could play a game for 15 minutes on a PC, on a potentially not verified version, and go, oh, this deserves to win best indie. It deserves to best indie.
Sure. Sims, go play it. I bought it on PlayStation.
I've got it there. Don't you worry. There's a list. There's a horrible list on my PlayStation. It's horrible.
Horrible list.
Right? It's all your fault. Horrible.
Sorry.
Last of Us Part 1, Callisto, Neon White, God of War.
No, I'm really hoping the Last of Us bug doesn't bite me with the TV show. I'm like, all right, I got to just not play that.
Oh man, I've already played it to that part. But I've got Natalie's parents. They're like, ooh, I want to watch that. And I was like, oh, don't you worry, I'm getting it.
They want to watch you play it now.
No, they want to watch it, and then obviously, like, I'm like, they've got PlayStation, so I'm hoping it gives him the. But he come out the blue to the other day. Natalie's dad stroke. Because I'm halfway through Horizon. I was like, hold on a fucking cotton picking minute.
He's halfway through, right?
Halfway through Horizon.
Wow.
That's what I thought. Like,
Good for him. Wow.
Yeah, man. Good for Cole. He'll be on here next year.
Fuck yeah, we'll replace you with him. All right. Best indie winner. Best indie winner, Neon White. Your runner-up, Immortality.
What it's called.
Good year for indies, man.
Good year for indies. Great.
But I'm gonna go put my kids to bed. Best art direction. Let me tell you. Where is Cult of the Lamb?
I think
that's a solid choice.
It's not there. But no. I mean, it's not going to win. But no, it is great.
I can add it if you want.
Nah, it's fine.
But
it's great.
Before you go, would that be your number 1?
Yeah. Ooh,
yeah.
Ooh, I don't know.
It's up there though for you. We'll add it and keep it, and hopefully you're back before we're done.
Right, best art direction, right?
Right.
If one scene for one piece of like, something I've never felt this in my entire life. Played a video game was about a couple of days ago on God of War Ragnarok when I got to what's it called?
Asgard.
When I got to Asgard, I was blown away, like physically and mentally, emotionally moved when I looked over to when I was just. I think I just walked into Asgard and I was like, "This is phenomenal." It just reminded me of
Scotland,
home. Do you know what I mean? Like I felt like, oh, this is like England. I've seen this. I can see this. If I wanted to, I'm about half an hour drive away.
walk outside. Yeah, he's
Just
right
emotion.
there.
I don't know why. I really don't. I sent you some pictures. I think I sent both of you some pictures. I was like I was emotional. Like it was a proper weird moment. I was like, it's fucking brilliant. Ooh-wee. But no, Court of the Lamb. I think Court of the Lamb would be my best art direction. I like the just the aesthetic of all of it.
Yeah, like the Happy Tree Friends
I
vibes.
really just didn't expect to like it.
Yeah.
And I just finished Elden Ring, and I was like, I need a game. And I fucking loved it. But I also hate it. Rob me. One trophy away. I'm one trophy away. And it will not unlock.
I hate it when that happens.
Every time there's a new patch, I'm on like the Discord, and it's like, oh, patch updates. I was like, right, back on the game. I have to do one little thing, one simple thing.
You'll get it. This list is probably a little too long to read here. We have a lot of games here.
Sure, we don't have to. It's pretty much every fucking game that came out this year. So
yeah.
Okay, let's just start cutting stuff.
Yeah. Nobody Saves the World. I think it's great.
Okay, can cut it.
Tiny
just go Tiny Tina, cut it. Okay.
Tunic, even though I didn't really care for the game too much, like its art style
right?
is so gorgeous.
Yeah, it really is.
We can keep it for a second. Do we want to keep Lego Star Wars? I think it's really charming.
Yeah, it's really charming, but it looks like every other Lego game, just a little bit better now. Yeah.
I'll cut Trek to Yomi.
Okay.
I think that kind of black and white
might be the best part of that game, honestly.
Yeah. TMNT, some of the most gorgeous pixel art I've ever seen. It really is.
Yeah, it looks very good. I wouldn't keep it personally, but
we can cut it if you'd like. I think it's so beautiful. It's pixel art. Neon White.
We can cut Neon White.
I think it
looks cool. It has a cool style to it, but I
love the gaudy style of like.
Yeah,
I think it's really cool looking.
I mean, shout out to the cutscenes too. I'd say, yeah. Well, I guess they're not really
anime.
The anime, whatever they are, those look really cool. But yeah, I think when you cut it, As Dusk Falls is a very interesting one. Looks very cool.
That's why I put it on here.
Yeah. Let's keep that for a minute.
Okay.
Stray, Sims ain't here. We're cutting it.
No, we'll keep it for Sims. I think that is its best part. Is its art direction. Here's an interesting one. We could talk about this for a second. A game that it didn't click for us, but Frogun.
Frogun, yeah. Really cool looking game.
Very cool looking game.
Throwback, right? Like it's a complete throwback to N64 games and whatnot. I think we can cut it just for how heavy this list is, but shout out to it because it looks incredible. That was probably my favorite part about it.
Yeah, definitely. Splatoon 3. I think the game is just really beautiful. I don't think it really does much more than the other Splatoons do. Sadly, we can cut it. I think it's a really beautiful game, though. Return to Monkey Island. They kind of went with a different art style for this. It kind of has
like the art style in this game.
Yeah, me too. It has like kind of like almost like South Parky type of like paper kind of like
I know what you mean.
Look to it. Do you think it stays longer?
No, I mean, again, this is just a heavy list. I mean, look at all the stuff we're already keeping, you know what I mean? So I think we can get rid of it, but it looked gorgeous, I thought.
Yeah.
2 Point Campus we can get rid of. I love that game, but the art style doesn't really stick out to me on it.
Okay. Their character like design is actually pretty charming.
Yeah, they're cute little characters for sure.
Yeah. Multiverses, I just think it's kind of a cool cartoon style, but like I don't really know that it
stands LeBron James.
Yeah, my boy LeBron. Rogue Legacy 2, again, I think that kind of has a really charming style, but I don't really know that it is better than some of these others.
Gorn, this is an interesting one here.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us really got super into this game. I didn't even play. You didn't even play it? Okay, I played it for like 20 minutes, if that. You know what I mean? I got lost and I was like, all right, fuck this. But very confusing opening on that game. I was like, what the fuck are we doing? It's very disturbing. But I mean, the art style is clearly the best part about this game. It's beautiful to look at. Looks like Alien, very inspired by Alien, you can tell. I say we delete it because none of us even really got into it, but
sure.
awesome looking game.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Man, the cutscenes in this game are so beautiful.
Yeah.
They look so realistic. I don't really know if it stays because it's kind of going for more of a realism vibe than like.
There's a few here I'm gonna argue for just like fidelity alone. So if you want to keep that,
We can keep it for a second if you'd like, then, because I think
Okay.
that it's probably one of the better looking ones.
okay. Plague Tale Requiem then is the one I would. It's between that and Horizon for best fidelity, I would say. Of just like how good this game looks. Like, look how far we came. You know what I mean? Like, if
Yeah,
I'm gonna show someone a game, I'm picking a Plague Tale or a Horizon and just being like, just fucking look at this now. You know what I mean?
I think the big difference between those two is Horizon is just super saturated in its colors, when Plague Tale goes for a little more realistic color palette.
Sure. The knock I would put on Plague Tale is the rats look like shit, kind of. Especially when you get really close to them.
So
They're all
many.
like kind of glitching into each other and stuff like that. It's just kind of sloppy. Also, that game couldn't keep up 60 frames. I know that's not really what we're talking about here, but I think it is a knock against it.
For sure. I think the rat problem is it's a tech issue,
Sure.
having all of those rats on screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can keep Plague Tale for sure for now.
Okay.
Bayonetta 3, I think, is a very the art direction in this game is great, even though it's not high fidelity, and that's
Sure.
what I think really makes it suffer in this category.
Yeah, if this game was a PS5 Series X game, it could have won. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
that Switch holding it
Yeah.
back.
All right, what do
God
you
of
think
War
about
Ragnarok.
God of War Ragnarok?
Absolutely beautiful game. I mean, this one has art style and fidelity, I would say, in a lot of different places.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a keeper for now.
Yeah. I will say this. I think it's better looking than Horizon. God of War Ragnarok.
Interesting. Okay.
I like looking at Ragnarok more than I like looking at Horizon. Not to knock Horizon too much, but I think I like looking at Ragnarok. We can definitely keep it for now, though.
Okay.
Pentiment.
Yeah,
This is
I
super
was
unique.
never. You know, this is gonna be on you mostly, but I'll just say I was never in love with this art style. I think from the beginning when we saw the first trailer, I even said like, yeah, not digging this art style too much. So
We can cut
not
it.
for me. But
I think it definitely grows on you the more you play the game. I think it kind of fits the vibe, but we can cut it. Callisto Protocol.
ooh, this might have the best fidelity.
Yeah, that's why I put it on here.
Yeah, wow, that's a good point. So many dark, creepy areas in this game too.
The
and, like,
lighting.
when there's like a fire going on, that part when you're in the snow looks so cool too.
Mm-hmm. Josh Duhamel, man.
Yeah, Transformers.
Transformers.
We can keep it for now.
Okay. High on Life.
Yeah, I played like half hour of this game. Definitely looks cool.
Yeah, it's got a really kind of
unique, right?
vibrant, unique style.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's better than some of these others, but I think it definitely has a good art style, though. Is it okay to cut, or you want to keep it?
No, we can cut it. Yeah.
Okay. Mario plus Rabbids. I think that it's even better looking than the first game, but I don't really know that it's better than some of these others here. Okay, now we whittled it down.
Tough now, right?
Yeah. Let's see. I'll go ahead and cut Tunic because I know that none of us really play that game
Okay.
or liked it. I played it but didn't really love it. I can cut that. Again, I'll cut it because I was about to cut it before Modern Warfare 2. Looking
Okay.
at like in terms of fidelity, I think it probably is the best for me. Especially, it's more just the cut scenes. I think are the best looking thing. But we also have Callisto here and Horizon and God of War and Plato that I think are better to look at overall. I want to hear you talk about As Dust Falls.
Yeah, that's a tough one for me because it looks absolutely beautiful when you're actually, just looking at that unique art style. But I don't know. It's it sort of looks wonky in certain places too. Like when you see an object moving, like a car drives past or something like that, kind of looks like cheap. But yeah, I don't know. It's such a unique art style for that type of game, that type of Telltale type game. You know what I mean? And then I love the way too that game it doesn't do any like bullshit. Like there's no like walking around bullshit, and it just like really is the art style and the scenes and stuff. We can cut it, but I really I'm digging what they're going for there.
Yeah, me too. I really like that. I would like to. Hopefully, they make a sequel. Hopefully, it did well enough. It's gonna hurt to say this one. Kirby? Or
Yeah.
does Kirby stay?
No, I think
longer?
we can get rid of Kirby.
Okay.
Look cool, but that Switch, man.
Yeah, I think Kirby does better than most do.
Sure.
But yeah,
It needs more of an art style if you're gonna be a Switch exclusive game,
sure. Tears of the Kingdom. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like it's like Breath of the Wild nailed that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're getting into some heavy hitters here.
Do we want to wait for Sims to cut stray or
We can wait. Yeah, we can wait a second. Do you have anything else that you want to cut?
Nah, these ones are hard, man.
Yeah. The way I'm
gonna
looking at it,
It's Elden Ring, isn't it? Why are we beating? Oh wait, it's not.
Elden Ring is the
Horizon.
best. Elden Ring is my number one. What are you
Is
talking
it
about?
Horizon though?
That was what I was looking at. Was maybe Horizon.
It's either.
I
Elden
like.
Ring or
I think Horizon. You got to add in like the enemy design and just those robot dinosaurs and stuff, and all the explosions and all the different colors coming off of Aloy with the weapons and stuff.
Yeah. Would you rather cut either like a Plague Tale, God of War, or Callisto first? Then
I'd rather cut Callisto.
okay, we can cut Callisto.
Yeah,
That is one of the best parts of that game is the lighting and the
for sure.
and the art direction. Yeah, Elden Ring is probably my number one. I think with like a bullet. I like that game. We talked about the wow factor of that game. Like, I was wowed by every new area of that game as well.
It looked beautiful. There's certain points though where I'm just like, it's not that interesting, Like when I'm in like a field in like the base first area, I'm just like, it's fine, But then you get by like the trees and stuff, and those are absolutely gorgeous. And then like when you enter a new area, especially that area with like the fucking Hogwarts castle in the background and stuff like that, is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's up there for me. It's not my number one.
Okay, well here I'll do this then.
Okay,
Horizon versus Ragnarok.
I would say Horizon.
Okay. I'm okay with Horizon, even though I think God of War. I would rather look at God of War.
Okay.
So you want to cut God of War?
Sure.
Okay. We'll just keep going with the high fidelity ones, right? If you want to, unless you want to keep is the top two a Plague Tale versus
I'm fine
Horizon.
with cutting a Plague Tale. Like I said, I had other complaints about it, just with the rats and stuff.
Yep.
I think fidelity wise though, that game's jaw dropping when you.
It looks so good with that scene when you first play as Hugo on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the fact they couldn't hit 60 frames has to be a knock against it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's a little different with the technical aspect of it, but sure.
Sure, but it does add into the overall look, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're getting into some iffy ones here. I mean, my number one is Elden Ring. My number two is Sifu, probably.
Yeah, I think my number one's Sifu. My number two is Horizon.
Okay. But we're both looking at Sifu, though.
Yeah. I mean, Sifu is absolutely gorgeous. Like these new areas, especially how unique all the areas look and how they change as you go throughout the level and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Sims isn't here to save Stray or Cult of the Lamb.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like we gotta cut him.
He was here for a second.
Okay. I say we cut Stray because it sounds like you like the Cult of the Lamb more. So
I'm with you. I think Cult of the Lamb for me, even just watching that game, I think looks much better.
Yeah.
I would also then cut Cult of the Lamb here, unless Sims really wants to.
He's back. No, he's not. Okay, whatever. Yeah, let's cut Cult of the Lamb. I mean, I thought it looked cool, but like, I don't. Part of it looks like one of those like old school computer games I would play.
Do you remember Happy Tree Friends?
Yeah. It does look like
Kinda-
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm fine with cutting Horizon. I think
Okay.
we can cut it here. But I love the enemy design and all that.
Yeah. I mean, Horizon just always looks great. Sifu and Elden Ring. I think this
Like
is
I
a
said, I would give
solid
Sifu
top
number
2.
1, but you know,
Yeah.
I'm fine with giving Elden Ring number 1 as well.
Yeah, I mean, I know Sims is kind of there. I don't know. Let's see what he thinks here for this. I would give it to Elden Ring. I think like going. Yeah, when you go to the lakes, you're right. When you go to lakes and you see the Raya Lucaria school, it's jaw dropping and like constantly looking at the big tree. What do you think, Sims? We've kind of whittled it to Sifu.
Elden Ring all day.
Okay.
Like from the moment you leave, from when you're gonna like, at the main bit. Obviously, everyone talks about it. You leave the door, you go up the big thing, you open the door. There's a big fucking tree over there, and you're like, "Oh, this game's big." And then you think that is the map, and then there's more of the map. Do you know what I mean? And then there's this big tree sentinel, and I was like, for me, like I don't know if I've told you, like when I started the game, because I was like, I need to play this game to have this conversation right here, right now. I did it for this moment, all right? So it's all fucking coming together, all right? And I was like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the game. I'm probably not gonna like it. I'm probably not gonna be very good at it. And if I can just beat the tree sentinel, all right, if I can just beat that thing, because I've seen so many videos about it, I was like, we'll see. And then I recorded it, and I kept it a secret from you, and then Connor went Spec Ops on me. Slept in my bins.
I opened my friends list.
But yeah, the game's phenomenal. Like the enemy designs. Like there must be over 200 enemy designs. Like just like different enemies. Like the tree people. Like they were the worst enemies for me. What were they called? They weren't actually called tree things, but they were tree things.
They were the tree avatars.
They were, yeah, that's it. Garbage. Hated all of them.
Yeah, they were so tough.
So tough.
Yeah.
To each,
the rot ones were the worst.
I think the only time where they ever really faltered was when it got to like in the dungeons, and then you'd go to the last boss would either they'd all be quite similar. But fucking great.
Yeah.
My game is phenomenal.
Well, we give best art direction to Elden Ring. Sifu, you get your runner up.
I'm looking.
And now the big one, game of the year.
So we're doing game of the year first, or our top 10?
That's up to you. If you would like to skip to the top 10 art individuals real quick, and then we could do our overall. That's up to you. Did you put yours in here?
I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna type it. I don't want to read anybody's. That's the problem. I don't want to see it. I want to hear it, and then I'll write it.
Okay. Well, make sure everyone else can see it. So,
So
I
we're
guess
doing our top 10s first, like our personal top 10s.
we could do our personals first. Yeah.
Okay.
So you tell me who's going to go first.
I'll go first.
Okay.
My number 10, 2 Point Campus.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Love the fucking game. Great.
I
game.
love that you put that on the list. Love it.
Hell yeah, I had to put this. I
Yeah,
kicked
you did.
stuff off to put 2 Point Campus on the
Yes,
list.
you did.
All right.
Yes, you did.
I would have put Vampire Survivors or Sifu up here, but I was like, I gotta give a shout out to 2 Point Campus. Got me back into simulation games, and I loved it for that. It was fun. I had a great weekend with that game. My number 9, As Dusk Falls. Love that game. Love the narrative of that game. The art style we were just talking about. Thought it was awesome. Just that stupid little girl that ran away. It would have been higher, but whatever. My number 8, The Quarry. Love Supermassive games. Love my cheesy teen horror stuff, so I had to put it up there.
You're gonna play the devil in me.
Yeah, I do got to play that one. Number 7. Now I think I'm getting into like the really good games here, right?
Yeah.
My number 7, Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Loved it. Loved this 3D platform. This was a game that like I saw the trailer for it. I was like, I'm gonna like that. That's gonna be a good game. I hope it lands, right? And it did. Completely did. It probably exceeded my expectations on that one. My number 6, Immortality. Loved Immortality. I mean, we've been talking about it this whole episode, so I'm not gonna say too much more. But yeah, I think all 3 of us just had like an awesome however long we were all playing him, and our Discord was just popping off, all of us talking about immortality and theories and stuff like that. I loved like listening to podcasts afterwards, just like learning more about that story. It was very fun, good time.
People have
Probably,
found.
I would say the most unique experience I had this year.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
number
ever,
5.
really.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Like it was so cool. My number 5, Elden Ring. Loved Elden Ring. Obviously not in like my top 3 or top 2 or anything, but I had a great time with this game. As someone that just got into Soulsborne games the year before with Demon Souls, doing this is just like the perfect version of a Soulsborne game to me, with that open world structure and the different stuff they put in, like the sneak elements, the fact that like if I'm stuck on a boss, I can go somewhere else, level up a little bit, see what else is out there, and then come back later. Now I think it's awesome. My number 4, A Plague Tale Requiem. I had a good month where I just played the first Plague Tale game before this one came out, and then I moved right into the second one. And what a month that was! I would almost combine those 2 games, if I could, and then add it here. But man, the story Amicia and Hugo go through is just like such a journey, and it's so fucking cool. And a game I put off for so long because I don't like rats. Rats scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And
you still don't like them.
Still hate them. I hate them even more now, honestly. But this game is just so awesome. The story's so cool. The characters are awesome. Arnold, I talked about him before in the best character part. He was like my favorite character this year. He was such a cool guy. So love that game. My number 3, God of War Ragnarok. Not number 1 for me, but very close, right? It's I'd say this game is probably better than 2018's. I probably like 2018's a bit more, if I'm being honest, just the simplicity of that story and stuff. But man, it just it came out and it really was like a true sequel, and they really did add more elements on top of 2018's, and it was just so cool to be back in that world. And then obviously the ending and stuff, I don't want to spoil anything, but man, it was just such a good game, such a cool adventure. My number 2, Horizon 2 Forbidden West. I went number 2 here with this one.
I think the 2 there.
Yeah. I think when I think of like a perfect game for me, it is like Horizon. It is Horizon. Like I love that world. I love the lore around it. I love Aloy as a character and all the different characters around that. And just the fact that I get to run around and fight robot dinosaurs with a bow and arrow, man. It's like, I talk about that with the first game all the time, but it's just so cool. It's just such a cool concept. And this one really felt more like an RPG to me, which I really liked. So yeah, man, I just absolutely adored that game. I took a week off work for that and played it that whole time. It was fucking awesome. And then my number 1,
what is it?
Game of the year for Connor Knowles, Neon White. This is the only game I played twice this year. You know what I mean? So nice I played it twice. But man, this game is just so fucking addicting. I'm thinking about it constantly, even now, and this is my second time playing it. Right now, I'm just fucking thinking about it, man. It's just so fun. It's just it's just, I have to give it Game of the Year because it's just the most fun I had with game this year. And yeah, loved it. Loved the story too, and a lot of people hate on that story, but I actually really liked it. So yeah.
I don't know if I hate the story, but like it's fun. It's fun anime. It's all good.
Yeah, I just thought it was really fun, and it was an awesome game. So
are you one of these weebs now? Then is that how it works?
Yeah, I'm realizing it's 2 years in a row I gave my Game of the Year to an indie, so I think I'm just like a hipster kid now. So it's whatever. Hipster counter, here we come. The Forgotten City.
Oh yeah. Oh, what a fucking game! I played that last year as well. Oh man.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Man, that was a great game.
Yeah,
it was.
I can go next. So I see that Sims.
I want you to type mine out as a talk. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna do my whole 25. Sims can see I did a whole 25 here. I will just.
Honestly, it's so hard not to look at something that I'm looking at.
No, I was just making sure everyone else can see it. As long as everyone else can see it, it's okay. But my number 10 is Immortality. What a fantastic game!
Number 10.
I think
Easy.
it. I know that tells you how good the other 9 are, because this game enraptured me. I got a shout out to Minnow Gage and her performance. I think that was really what captured me. Was not even just her; it's just kind of all of the performances and all the acting. I think it was cheesy at times when it needed to be cheesy, but she was playing like 6 characters at one time. Just crazy.
The game is so good. Like because I remember playing it and I did not understand any of it.
You have to piece it together yourself.
None of it. It just made no sense. I was like, what are these guys talking about in my Discord chat? Like that. Am I being punked or something?
Still makes no sense.
Yeah, you could piece things together. My number 9 is Kirby and the Forgotten Land. What a charming game. I have not really beaten a Kirby game before. I've played some 2D ones, and I've played Kirby in Smash, but seeing Kirby in a 3D platformer, me and Connor love our 3D platformers.
I've got big plans to play this game.
Yeah, you should. It's super charming.
Great
super
game,
charming.
yeah.
My number 8 is Bayonetta 3. I think this game has kind of soured with some people for some reason. Maybe it's the ending in the story. I'm not sure. I think I have issues even with the combat, but I think I just love Bayonetta and character action games in general. It just feels so good to play. My number 7, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Haven't beaten it yet.
7.
I've been playing it co-op. But
Co-op?
yeah, it's great. Yeah, we just pass controller back and forth.
Yeah, okay.
Not actual co-op. More couch co-op. My number 6 is a game I also haven't beaten yet, but I love it, is Midnight Suns. Marvel's Midnight Suns. Love my card games.
Is it that good?
Great.
Number 6.
Yeah, it's mostly on its combat. I think the story is kind of interesting. It's a very comic book story. Some of the writing's a little iffy, but
is it? I don't want to sound like a dickhead. Like, is it like recency bias type thing? Is it because it's just come out, it's fresh? Like, I don't know. Or
maybe
is it
a
that
little.
good? Is it really that good?
Maybe I think the combat is. Yeah.
Did you beat it now?
I have not beaten it. No.
Okay.
I have not beaten it. My number 5, A Plague Tale Requiem. If you like Plague Tale, if you like the first game, this game just improves on everything from the first game. More people need to play A Plague Tale. The game, I still feel it's underrated. Not just you, Sims. I feel like not enough people played it.
I had like that. This was like my most anticipated game of the year.
Sims need to play it.
Yeah.
Like,
my number 4, Neon White. It's just great. I think the game is pretty perfect.
Neon White.
My number 3, Pentiment. I've talked about it pretty much all episode. I think it's great, and I think more people should check it out. It's super well written. I think the characters are great. It's a pretty intimate story that you get to learn about these characters in this town. My number 2 is God of War Ragnarok. I think it's great. I think it pretty much improves on everything from 2018. It starts a little slow. I think it starts a little slower than 2018, but it gets there, and it's great. And then my number 1, I think, is pretty obvious. Elden Ring. It made me a From Software fan. Never would have thought I would have said that. I beat Dark Souls this year. I've been playing Bloodborne. I'm almost done with that. Elden Ring's just a special video game. I didn't even going into 2022. Didn't think I would ever play Elden Ring. Like, it wasn't in my mind. I wasn't thinking about the game, and then it just reviewed very well, and I had on a whim just bought it and wanted to try it, and they made a believer out of me.
Now he's fucking £200 statue in.
Yeah, there she is right there.
That's when you know you've got a special game. When you're buying £200 statues. So
Sims.
So like I've just had a conversation with my partner. I was like, look, I need your help. So we'll get to that in a minute.
You had to put this list together.
Honest to God, like honestly, like backlog this shit. So number 10. So I've not played that much this year either. What the fuck has just happened? Hold on.
Technical difficulties. Are we still recording?
No. Yeah, we're still recording. It's just I've lost this. Leave it.
Well, I have to wait in anticipation to hear Sims list.
Oh, mate, honestly.
Our Sims here. What could his list be? I guess Bug Snacks is number 1.
Game for 2020.
I did play it this year. I did play it. I did play it this year.
You did play it. You did play it.
Um,
Bug Snacks DLC.
number 10. Due to like the fact that it just gripped me. Daniel's gonna hate it. Marvel Snap, number 10.
I don't hate it. I don't hate the game.
Remember last year when I was like number 10, Avengers, and you were like, yo,
That was like 2 years ago.
It wasn't that. No, you know what number 10 was the Mass Effect trilogy. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were so mad.
Yeah,
I
there's
was so
3
mad. I
games.
was so
Can't do
angry.
that.
No.
I love it when people say the best game of all time is the Mass Effect trilogy. You can't do that.
That's a famous Game Informer thing.
My favorite game of all time is every mainline Final Fantasy game.
Whole series.
So number 10, Marvel Snap. Are you writing this down, Daniel? Are you putting it in the Google Doc, or you don't have to? Like I don't feel like
I can.
I don't feel like I need it. I need a.
Yeah.
Marvel
Go for it.
Snap.
Keep going.
Yeah, this game's great. Like for a mobile game, it didn't cost me. I mean, I didn't even buy the season pass at the time. I think I bought the Captain America thing just because I wanted to. It was like I remember the games that were good. Like I remember we took the tram to Nottingham, so it's just I can drive to Nottingham, but it's a hassle. So if I just get the tram, it's easier. And I'm there like holding on, like as you do on a tram, and I'm just playing Marvel Snap, and I'm just like, this is great. Number 9, As Dusk Falls.
Same spot.
Yeah, brilliant game. I remember seeing this game, like art direction as well. I was going to mention it earlier, like just like the way they managed to get around. Like, I'm sure it is expensive to make the game, but like to get around the expense of like not necessarily having these actors act, just mainly a bit of voice acting and a few photos. And I don't know, it was crazy. It was really good. I enjoyed it. Number 8 is the hardest one. So it was either one or the other, and I just had a conversation with Natalie. It was like, so it's a Pokemon game, but which Pokemon game is it?
The better one.
What's the better one?
That's the
Arceus.
question, isn't it? Yeah, so that was it. Like I was there. Is it Arceus? Or
Yeah, Arceus
is
I think
it
fails in its combat, but I think the catching is just so good in Arceus.
But Violet, technical difficulties aside, brilliant.
Fun, yeah.
Like if that game ran
this is your
flawlessly,
list.
if that game ran flawlessly, like everyone would be having a different conversation about the game.
Maybe. I think
so
the hype
Pokemon-
around the game is too much, but
Violet.
okay, sure.
No, Violet. Did I play Violet? I did play Violet. No.
That's the one with the dad.
Mm-hmm. Number 7. Escape Academy.
Ooh,
Nice.
good one.
Nice.
This is
Forgot about
great. This is a game that made me feel so stupid, but I had the greatest time ever. Because like Natalie's so smart. Like I'm not saying that because she's my missus. Like she just like carried my sorry ass all the way through this. Like
I forgot this was co-op, huh?
Yeah,
man.
you had to play co-op, right? You couldn't. I don't think you could play it single.
Even
player
if you
at
played
all.
it in co-op
good. I
mode,
played a
I think
lot of it.
they've changed it now. But even if you played co-op mode online, it was still split screen. So Natalie was like, "No, we're gonna play this on one." And like she was just no. I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like,
Yeah.
"No, just we gotta play it on one TV." I just remember it being really hot. It was like we had the hottest day ever, and we played it that night. A guinea pig died. It was just a sad day. And then I remember playing this, and it just made everything feel a bit like. And it was just really cheesy and really corny storytelling, like just like, oh, what we gonna like? It was just stupid. Like I'm not even gonna act it out. But Escape Academy, shout out to Escape Academy.
That
What
game was
number in
really
that?
hard.
Pardon?
Yeah.
That game was really hard.
Oh mate, it made me feel
puzzles
so
in that
stupid.
game,
Like
like,
the
those
one
are
in the
really
water,
hard.
the water level. Like I'm already stressed
Yeah.
out about water. Like I don't want to drown in this game. I don't like drowning in real life.
I didn't even beat it because it was.
And
so
then at the
hard.
end of it, she was like, it was like, what? Remember everything you've just done in stress. I'm like, I don't fucking know. Natalie's like, yeah, it's just this. I was like, wow. She's like, I just know. I was like, fuck that shit.
Natalie's a fucking genius. Jesus.
Honest to God, mate. She makes me look fucking stupid. I am stupid though. Number 6, Daniel, yeah, because I'm looking off these titles.
I'm got it.
Horizon Forbidden West, number 6. Like I really enjoyed this game, but from the moment I started playing it, the Power Rangers, they turned up, they had a great time. unfortunately, I think I played it in a. I did what Connor does, is like don't look at the trophy list and try to predict this trophy list. So I was like, obviously, this game wants me to go to every single question mark in this game, every one of them. And I was like, and then I did that, and it was like, no, we don't want you to do that. And I was like, well, now I don't want to play anymore because I've just wasted my life. Like by the time I'd played so much of it, I was like, I didn't want to play no more. That kind of robbed me of the trophy, and I can't be bothered to do the combat missions and stuff.
Can't be bothered.
But no, the game's beautiful. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And the fact that my father-in-law's playing it today speaks volume. 5. I'm on 5. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, Stray, the Puss. A great. I like short and sweet, nice games. And this is just hit every box. And then you're a cat, and you're great. And if it makes me want to play, if it makes me want to speed run it, like I'm all in. Yeah, I love the game. You know, unfortunately, I don't think it may. If you got people like yourselves, like not what you wanted. I didn't really know what I wanted from it, but what I got from it was brilliant. What number was that?
5.
You're on number 4.
4 now.
So this is hard. I want to swap, but I don't. Number 4, Court of the Lamb.
That's where I thought it was going to go. Nice.
Was number 3. It was number 3.
Ooh.
Yeah, this game's brilliant. Like 2 solid weeks of just, you know, grooming the game, if that makes sense, or just playing it and like making sure that all my family members are cool. Like Natalie, I think Natalie died like 10 times and I just resurrected her. People did not like that. My cool were like, yo, I don't feel good about this, man. Like, why does she keep getting resurrected? Like, oh, I love her. She's like decomposing as she's walking around the map. Like, they're like 300 years old. And like, yeah, unfortunately, like the trophy does like really upset me. Because I was on like a roll as well. I was like Platinum Elden Ring, Platinum Stray, and I'm like, I think I was on the way to Platinum OFK, and I had big plans to Platinum OFK and Court of the Lamb at the same time, but OFK screwed me over in this stupid trophy. And then this screwed me over. No, this screwed me over. Then OFK screwed me over. So I was like, fuck trophies, fuck everything. And I just quit video games. And number 3, Immortality. It could have been number 1. To be honest with you. At one point, it would have been number 1. Like, yeah, the game's great. Like, you guys were just chattering about it. I was like, what's going on over here? I felt left out, FOMO, and I was like, what are you on about? Like, download it.
Download it. On Game Pass.
And I wasn't even paying attention at the beginning. Like, that first, like, interview scene, I was like, what is this shit? Like, what are they talking? And then I clicked it, and I never saw that scene again. I didn't even pay attention to it.
Always go back to it.
I didn't see it for, like, I didn't even know you could go back to, like, the film bit. I just kept pressing it. Yeah, and then I remember, like I said, I was going away to watch wrestling, and like in the back of my mind, I was like, "Oh, I'm having the greatest time ever! I'm watching wrestling for the first time ever, my first ever pay per view." And then at the back of my mind, I was like, "What is that game all about? What is going on?" And number 2, see, this is hard right now because it could change next week. So I'm gonna put number 2.
You gotta lock it in.
So number 2 is God of War, all right? But I haven't finished it. And I didn't want to put this game in, but
you don't want to. I mean,
I want to. I do want to, but like I've got nothing on my top. Like underneath that, like what I could put Overwatch 2 in there, but you'd be really upset. So God of War, yeah. So far, I'm having a great time. Like, the ending could change everything. I'd be like, this is number 1, and I love it so much. And then number 1, obviously, Elden Ring. Played it just so I could have this conversation. So. When did I start it? In the summer?
This game enraptured you for so long.
I kind of just did it as a piss take, to be honest with you. Yeah. I was like, oh, I'll play it in secret. And if I don't like it, I don't need to tell you. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to tell you that I'm having a great time. And then like followed this guide. I thought, I'll just follow this guide. And then, you know, yeah, fair enough. Like I did find a loophole in the system. Like you could get the runes. And I was stupidly overleveled, but it didn't take away from like walking in that world, looking at the enemies, like just really appreciating the game, like appreciating like how fucked up Miyazaki's like mind is, like because like something's wrong with that guy. Because he should be making stuff like that. Okay, like that's what dreams are. That's why kids are scared at night.
Miyazaki scares kids.
But the fact that I platinumed it as well, Like that's a big statement.
You platinum that game.
Big statement. I know Connor doesn't like it. He hates the fact that I cheated, but I didn't cheat. Loophole.
That face.
But yeah, congratulations, Elden Ring. Like a From Software game. Me played one, and like I've got big plans to play one software game this year. Like I've got massive plans to play Sekiro.
Armored Core?
No, fuck that. I ain't playing that. Fuck. Right. I was gonna start the podcast with this saying, like, there's no good mechs except for Megazord.
Yeah, the Megazord. Yeah,
Okay.
That's the only good mech. There's no other good mech.
Titanfall.
No. The
Gundams.
Megazord, the Megazord from Power Rangers, every one of them. The Dragon Sword, the White Tiger Zord, the original Megazord, when all the Megazords combined, the Ninja Zord, the Zeo Zords.
How did we get to this? What are we talking about?
You said Armored Core, and I'm not a big fan of it. I'm just not. I don't do mechs. Stop.
Okay,
There's only mech. There's only one good mech.
Sims doesn't do mechs. Didn't know.
Power Rangers, man. Power Rangers, man.
Sims highly against mechs. Wow.
Don't make me go and get my
something
pop figures.
every day.
I got
No,
White
please
Tiger.
don't. You're scaring me.
I just don't like mechs, man. Gundam. Fuck off.
All
we
right.
need Megazord power now.
Well, we will now move on to our overall game of the year, right?
Yeah.
How do we do this exactly?
We just kill each other. Until
We're just gonna start
we just kill each
cutting.
Okay, cool.
Cutting these games down. So we'll just keep cutting, and then we'll just kind of, it's gonna be more of a just discussion on where we think things should land.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna start cutting
We're just
real
choosing
quick.
1 and 2, right? Like again?
No. This is a top 10 game of the year.
Oh, we got to put
This is
together
our
a
official top 10.
between us?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
difficult. Okay.
Exactly.
Wow.
I'm just gonna go ahead and cut Midnight Suns and Mario and Rabbids
Okay.
because I don't think that's gonna go very far.
Look, I want to say it. I'm going to say it right now.
Or it's a
Right. First of all, I'm going to click my email tab on my game. All right. But if
Please do.
this game doesn't get in the top 10, you two on fucking drugs.
Okay. Well,
I don't think it's gonna make it. But
I mean, you don't think it's going to make it? It's our
No.
top 10. So our means us, and us means I, and I
Well,
means I
we'll
have
get
an
there.
opinion.
we'll get there.
there's no
I'm gonna
Sims.
cut Ollie Ollie World.
Okay. I
fair.
can cut 2 Point Campus. Love that game, but
Okay.
yeah.
Can I do this?
Yeah.
Oh,
cut Tiny Tina's.
Oh, for so good.
And
Did I mention?
this is my most disappointing game of the year.
Okay. I
Did
still really had a fun time, but
Yeah, me and the
I-
kid had a good time.
Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga convinced me to never play a Lego game ever again.
sure.
Okay, let me Lego Horizon.
Lego Horizon. Oh yeah, where's your tall neck?
He's up there. I didn't move it. I honestly, I saw someone the other day. He moved the Aloy and put it on the hip leg
Aloy?
of the tall neck. So I was like, oh, that looks like a great idea. I'll move my little Aloy, and I put it on it, and it fell off the part of the leg. And I was like, I'm not doing this again, ever again. Like
I'll mess with
never.
it.
I hate it. I love it, but I hate it. I look at it and it just gives me anxiety.
I'm gonna cut Rogue Legacy 2 and Multiverses. Those aren't gonna make
I
it.
never played that. Makes me sad.
Which one? Multiverses?
Mm.
Yeah, you're not missing too much. It's a fun Smash clone, but you're not missing too much.
I'm
Uh,
not gonna lie
cut
to you,
High
boys.
on
I'm gonna
Life.
tell you something that I haven't told anybody. Don't really like Smash. Not a fan of them.
Wow. Wow. Devastated, honestly.
Secrets, mate. They're just being unveiled tonight.
You know, we have one gameplay upload video, and it's
And
Smash.
That's it. Yeah.
It's
You
true.
fucking hate it, you know?
I've recorded like at least half of that. No sound.
Yeah. No.
Really?
Didn't dare tell you. I was like, no sound. It was either no sound or no picture. One of them. Hey? We live and learn, boys. We live and learn.
I'm gonna keep cutting stuff. I'm gonna cut Call of Duty.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have
don't-
one.
I-
I want.
Go for it.
Okay, I want to cut the Callisto Protocol because
I
I
was
hate
looking at it next.
mechanic. I absolutely cannot stand. If it just didn't have that dodging mechanic, I'd probably love it. But Yeah, I
No.
absolutely hated that mechanic.
Natalie had a
It
massive
definitely needs
problem with it.
refinement for sure.
Natalie
I
just
did-
didn't. Natalie
Get
didn't
rid
like
of
it.
that whole thing.
She liked the
Yeah.
game. She just didn't like the controls. That's her word.
Not enough there. They just needed, I don't know, more time, more budget.
It did.
I
Every
don't-
time I looked at the screen, it looked like the same thing.
Yeah.
But I do want to finish it though.
Let's see what to cut.
Should I
I'll
play
cut
it?
Splatoon 3.
All right, you got 10 left to cut.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut Splatoon 3. I think that I'm not gonna be able to get it on the list. It's not on my top 10. So.
Jesus Christ!
And it's speaking of not on my top 10, and I'm not gonna get it on the list.
What we cutting? What
Return
we
to Monkey
cutting?
Island. Splatoon and Return to Monkey Island.
Oh,
I won't be able to get them on the list. Now it's gonna be tough.
I say we
Got
get
it.
rid of one of the Pokemons.
Since Arceus, I mean, only one of us had one on the top 10. I have Arceus higher than the other one. It sounds like we cut Arceus.
like I said,
Fine.
like Pokemon, the Violet Scarlet, like the only thing that really made them a bad game was the
Technical
way
side.
it ran, the way it ran.
And I think we should cut that from this list. I don't think it should be on our top 10. Technical, like I think that's a huge part of the game.
I don't either.
I mean, it can go for me. Like,
I like that game. I'm with you with most of the time, Sims. But
it was
I
just
think
so close to being everything that we wanted, and then it just wasn't.
it's still missing. It's still missing things.
But
The
it's
big
still-
thing that it's
it's
missing for
getting-
me, and they keep ruining it, is how the TMs work. And they are ruining how TMs work. It should just be a thing you can put on stuff. I don't need all this material to keep making them. Just let it be an
I
item
don't
that you
think
can
I
keep
made
using.
one.
It's so stupid. I hate it. I hate how they do TMs. It spoils Pokemon for me.
I don't
I
know.
don't want to rant. Okay. So what do you
Can
want to cut next?
we cut Marvel Snap, Sims?
Yeah, it's not a top 10, is it? It's not. I mean, it is, but like
Not for the joint of us.
it's us in it. Like
Yeah.
I'm willing to, I'm give and take. You know what I mean? Like this is how relationships work.
I'll give you straight if we can get rid of Marvel Snap. So
Give and take. I feel like
one
we're
that's not on any of our top 10s. It's my number 12 is TMNT. I love that game, but it is not.
Love
Sounds
that
like I
song.
probably like it the most.
Yeah, I think we can cut it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like I probably like it the most, but it's not high on the list. The one that's sticking out for me is the Quarry. Connor, you have it the highest.
Do I? Okay.
I have it pretty low in my top 25. I have it
Sure.
number 25 actually, and I still like the game, but
Yeah, I'm fine with getting rid of it. Love the game, but yeah, it's fine. It doesn't need to be in our top 10.
Okay. We need to get rid of
13
three
left.
more. I'll be cool with cutting Bayonetta if you want. I know it's mine. It's in my top 10.
Yeah, I didn't get into it as much as I wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, I like Pentiment. I would fight more for Pentiment to be on it than Bayonetta.
Okay.
Another one that wasn't in any of our top 10s, I think we all really like the game a lot, is it's my number, what is it out of mine? It is my number 13, Vampire Survivors.
Yeah, this would have been probably
It's
12
tough.
for me.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can cut it. I think it's
Okay.
really close.
Yeah, it's.
Um,
I mean, it's right. We only have 11 left, so yeah, obviously it's right there.
I mean, I guess what gets cut next?
I'm gonna
mean-
say, was Sifu in any of our top 10s?
Yo, you're right. I mean,
Yeah,
Sifu is my number 11, actually.
Yeah, I think that probably would have been my number.
You're
11.
right.
Sims, did you put it in your top 10?
He didn't. No.
didn't.
No.
I think we all really like that game. It's just not top 10.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's number 11 for us overall, right?
It sounds like it, yeah. That's funny. All right, now we have to start ordering
This
things.
is perfect. Horizon wins. Congrats.
Right? I will bend the knee here. I
Sure.
will keep Pentiment at 10. I'm the only one that's played it. I think it's
I think
would
The
I think I'm
lowest for
cool.
all of us. I think all of us wanted one on the top. For me, it's Horizon. I think Sims wanted Stray, and you wanted Pentiment.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with any of the three of those being 10.
I'll put Pentiment. How about we do Pentiment?
I say we do
Um,
Stray, Pentiment, And Horizon isn't a 7, 8, 9.
I have it. It's number 15 for me. I have it. I have it
Horizon's number
lower than most of
15.
these. Yeah.
Sims had it at 6. Okay,
What's with the? What's with the?
I think we could put it at 7 for us overall. That's,
Okay.
I
So
mean,
let me do this then. Do this.
Sims, you're fine with Stray at 9.
I'm happy with Stray at 10.
Okay.
Just licking the windows.
Daniel, do you feel like you want Pentiment over Horizon, and then Horizon?
I do, but it's.
I think maybe with me and Sims put it at 6.
Yeah.
I had it at 2. Maybe Horizon should be above it.
Okay.
Well, actually,
Well,
I'm gonna say As Dust Falls below all of those. Except, I mean, obviously Stray, I would argue, but I mean,
both you two have it on your list. You tell me.
I would put As Dust Falls at. Sims, do you feel strongly about Stray being better than As Dust Falls?
Where do you want As Dust Falls?
I would say 9, but if you want Stray above it, we could do Stray 9 and As Dust Falls.
As Dust Falls is happily a 10 game for me, or a 9. Like,
I think we're all cool with As Dust Falls at 10, and then Stray 9.
Okay.
because then we all get what we want.
Pentiment 8, Horizon 7.
Okay.
Okay, I'm cool with that. God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West. What a game. Okay, we got 6 left then, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think Kirby is probably the next one,
Yeah.
right? I would say probably.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Kirby at 6.
Yeah. I think that's a good spot for Kirby. I think that's higher than I would have even expected coming in.
I'll really be hyped for a sequel to that, you know.
Yeah, me too, for sure.
That'd be awesome, yeah. Okay, number 5. I'm gonna vote A Plague Tale here.
For me, yeah. I mean, I think for overall for us, yes. For me, I have Plague Tale higher than Immortality. But
We all just loved Immortality.
yeah, I think because this is a group thing. I'm with you.
So it'd be like, holy shit, these guys love Immortality.
Yeah.
Okay. What are we at? 4 now?
Yeah.
Okay. 4. I'm
This
fine
is
with
when
Neon
it's getting
White
tough.
being there.
Neon White's my number 4.
It's obviously my number 1. Sims didn't play it.
Sims didn't have it, so it sounds about right.
Yeah, I think Neon White 4. That sounds fine to me.
That sounds about right to me. And then number 3.
I think it's between Immortality and God of War.
It's probably Immortality, I would assume.
I think Immortality should be
number 2.
I think it should be 1.
Why would it be number 1? It's not number 1 on any of our list.
Yeah, but it's
What
like
are you talking about?
collectively.
I like it that we're all hipsters. You know what I mean?
Collectively, as a unit, and even if you jumped in the Discord, like the part timers or whatever you want to call
We had
them,
way more talk about Elden Ring in our Discord.
Did we?
Yeah.
I feel like, but
I feel like it.
no, okay, we did over
Immortality
time.
had like a great
know-
weekend or
I know what
week.
Daniel's saying. Yeah. I feel like we all just really came together for Immortality.
Yes,
You know what I
yes,
mean?
for sure.
And like we were all really
It
talking
was a
about it.
concise amount of time.
Elden
yeah.
Ring, we were all playing at different times, except me and you. Obviously, we had a lot of conversations about while me and Daniel were playing it, but then Sims
Mhm.
jumped on later, and then even people on our Discord were playing it way later.
I feel like I brought it back.
Definitely for sure. So do you want to leave it like this?
Do we?
Because
I just feel like
I
we
would
all-
put God of War over Immortality, but
I
like
just feel
I'm
like we
cool.
all collectively love Immortality, like together.
Yeah, of
We
course.
all love it, like. But like, having Connor's not as high in Elden Ring as we are.
Yeah,
Sure, but it is my number 5, and like you guys both have it at 1. I feel like Elden Ring should be 1, but I'm
It
down
should
for
be
the
number
twist
1.
at the end
No.
with Immortality being 1.
But I just
way.
feel like everyone else has given it. Like Immortality we love this game. Like love it.
Yeah, I think that we could do whatever. I think that it's very clearly Elden Ring because two of us have it.
If we're not giving Immortality
Really
1, I
high.
want God of War 2.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would say. That's what I would say. That's. I'm just gonna do that.
I think because Sims is gonna after he beats God of War and platinums it, you're gonna be like, oh, God of War is my game of the year or whatever.
Do you think?
You know,
Is it really that? Does it end that? way?
No, I think that you'll
when
still
you go
see
for
Elden
the
Ring.
trophies and you see the side content, you're gonna be like,
I've
oh
done.
yeah.
I've done a bit.
Maybe
of the
not.
side
Maybe not above
content.
Elden Ring, but like I
Yeah.
guess you already had it above your at your number 2. But
I mean, I did
think
Freya's.
you will be
I did
higher
Freya's
at
side quest, and I
Platinum
was like,
than you will on this.
this shit's deep. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I think it'll probably stay at number 2, but you'll be a little higher on it. I think
Yeah,
by
exactly.
that point, I'm cool with Immortality being 3. None of us have it really that high anyway.
I just feel like
you know what I mean?
cowards. Like,
It's
mine
6
was
for
3.
you.
Mine was
It's 10
3
for me. It is 3 for you, and that's as high as it goes.
What was
right?
for
And that's
what was Connor's?
Connor's is 6,
And yours was 10.
and mine was 10.
Wow.
But that just tells you how good this year is if I have it at 10. You know what I mean?
Just a dickhead, aren't I? I'm just a complete not a dickhead. I just feel like we love it so much. I genuinely feel like
we do. And I think it's
sat
such a
here
game.
and I was like,
Sure,
I guarantee Immortality is that game of the year.
It's a game that brings about a lot of discussion, and I think we all really enjoyed the discussion around it. But if I'm being honest, I had a better time when I'm sitting there in my room alone playing Elden Ring. You know what I
In
mean?
his
Like,
fucking pants, smoking
hell
a
yeah.
big old bong.
oh, let me tell you one thing. I ain't got no pants on. Let me tell you. that.
Free, what is that?
Sitting there, I'm like the naked guy with the pot on his head. That,
yeah, let me solo her.
but then, yeah,
I need
number
to-
1, Elden Ring. I'm completely fine with.
I need to watch these videos. I was listening to someone talk about it today.
All
This
right, we
guy
cool with this then?
pops in. It's like, yo,
This is good for me.
Good for you. Okay, we're done. Congrats. We'll go over it then.
Yeah, let's read it.
Game of the year, top 10 for Nerdic Gods. Number 10, As Thus Falls. Number 9, Stray. Number 8, Pentiment. Number 7, Horizon Forbidden West. Horizon 2 Forbidden West. Number 6, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Number 5, A Plague Tale Requiem. Number 4, Neon White. Number 3, Immortality. Number 2, God of War Ragnarok. And your number 1 game of the year, Elden Ring.
oh,
Yeah, what a great list. Let's be honest. This list is great.
Congrats, Soft. You can come collect your reward. You gotta come to my house, though.
Who's
I'll
got
give
the
you
Yeah,
some
award?
Miyazaki shows up to your door.
I'd actually be terrified if that happened.
That would be terrifying.
Any
Just
other shout outs you guys had? Like, I know we all had Seafood pretty high. Daniel's got a whole top 25.
Yeah, so
Daniel always got to go over the top on it.
So
yeah, I wanted a
things-
top 40 this year, Daniel. What the fuck?
Yeah, I probably could have done 30. Let's see
I
some
need-
shout outs. I'll do a few. Splatoon 3, I think, is another shout out. I mentioned it. Ollie World, I think, is a big shout out for me. Return to Monkey Island, TMNT Shredder's Revenge. One I've mentioned a few times throughout this award show, Wayward Strand. It's a very small game, very indie game, just about taking care of some elderly people.
Oh,
It's
that's
a
what
game,
that
check
game
it,
is.
check
Yeah,
it out.
yeah.
I think some people should check it out. It's a really lovely little game. What else here? I think Tiny Tina's is a very fun game. I had a really fun time with that game. What
When
else?
did the Steam
Midnight
Deck
Suns? Go
come
play
out?
Midnight Suns.
Was it this year?
Yeah.
Was
I
it?
think it was like June,
It was like
Ish.
spring or June. Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, the Steam Deck.
Do you have any shout outs, Connor?
No, not really. I got a top 5 TV shows. You guys want to hear that? real
Go
quick?
for it.
Go on.
Number 5 was Cobra Kai season 5. 4, Andor, best Star
I
Wars
still
show.
need to finish it.
You didn't finish
I
Andor?
have- I'm waiting
Oh,
for
you're
Slum.
fucking
I'm waiting
nuts,
for
dude.
Slum.
No, he's so
I have
easy.
to watch it
He's
with
so
him.
mad at you. He's so mad at you.
Finished Andor.
I
I'm
know.
we're both
Whenever-
mad at you now. Like
Yeah, yeah. Now
You
we're both
fucked
mad.
Immortality.
Coward. I agree.
Coward.
Number 3 was Stranger Things season 4. Fucking love that.
Yeah,
season, man.
shout out, man.
Season.
That was fucking awesome.
Too long.
My number two.
Too long. Way too long.
It was very long. Yeah,
Episode's
it was
too
like
long.
a fucking 3.5 hour
Oh,
long
God,
last
so
episode.
Steve was tie. Let me tell you.
Jesus Christ, it was like 6 movies. Number 2, House of Dragon. Fucking loved House.
It's
of
so
Dragon.
good, dude.
Game of Thrones is
Oh
back,
yeah,
baby.
he's only just
It's
watched
back,
it, hasn't he?
baby. It's back.
No,
I did. It's
fucking
back,
no,
baby.
mate. Let me tell
Dude,
you.
it only got better. I'm like, how
Only
is it
got
getting
better.
better? Are you
so
kidding
good.
me?
So good.
And then
so good.
my number
Number
one,
one.
possibly the best season of television I've ever seen, Better Call Saul season 6.
Need to
The
watch
finishing
it.
of Better Call Saul. Oh,
I need to watch it,
Sims
dude.
is right there with me. I know. We were talking about this the whole fucking year.
Oh,
man.
mate.
What a
Tuesday
season of
mornings.
television.
Tuesday mornings when mine and Connor was like, Connor, are you up? He's like, I'm ready. And I'm like,
I
I'm
would
ready
text
too.
you and like, bro, you know.
Well,
like,
you could
you
watch
wouldn't
it.
even have seen it yet.
You
yeah.
could watch it before me. I had to wait till 8
Yeah,
o'clock
yeah,
in the morning, Netflix time. And I had to.
Yeah,
if I
Netflix
didn't
needs to put
watch
it
it
on
at
so I can watch it.
8:00, I couldn't watch it because I had to get to work for 9 o'clock. And if the episode
Yeah.
was over an hour, it's full.
Yeah. Oh
So
man,
good,
such a
man.
good season of television. Though.
But no,
I need to
House of
watch
Dragon though. House of Dragon's close though. Jesus.
Yeah, it is very close. Yeah, for sure. Looking
This
forward
year,
to a lot
man.
too.
Shout out to Steam Deck. Like,
Sure, yeah. Shout out to
man.
the Steam
That's
Deck.
a phenomenal.
For
That is
sure.
a phenomenal piece of kit, right?
Yeah.
If you boys have got spare couple quid in your bank, just go and get one.
I'm gonna get a PC.
Maybe just like work on some muscles as well, because my arms are hurting. Shout
tiny
out
hand.
to. I got a top 10. I got top moments of the year list. Like WWE getting better. Now it's got worse again. And Arcade Paradise, the game.
Oh
for
yeah.
PC, yeah,
I'm surprised
phenomenal.
I didn't see that on this list.
It was on. It was at 10. Then Mob
Yeah.
Snap. Then it was 10. But I was like, I've only just started playing Arcade Paradise. It could get boring. But like,
Okay.
I just like I like the monotony of just like picking up socks, putting laundry in a
Playing
washing
some
machine.
games.
It's just like just turn off brain. But shout out to House of Dragon, man. House of Dragon was dope. And we
That is
need
so
Fucking
good.
dope, man.
Cobra Kai, man. Like, man, we got 2 seasons of Cobra Kai, man, in 1 year.
We did, didn't
Like,
we?
fair,
Shit.
like fair,
could've
like
put both
within a year,
technically
yeah.
no. Like it was New
Yeah.
Year's Day. Yeah, but
Okay.
was it New Year's Eve or New Year's Day?
I think it was New Year's Day. Yeah.
Yeah, so technically we got 2. Yeah, man. Fucking.
Fucking great.
So
And then this
good,
year we
dude.
got Ted Lasso. Dave's back in April. Oh, mate.
Ooh.
Oh, I need to
Could be
finish Atlanta. I watched the season
don't.
3. I didn't see
Just
season
stop.
4
I
yet.
gotta
Don't
finish
do it.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Is
I
it?
heard it's very
Yeah,
good.
it's
I heard
bad.
it's very good.
But
A lot
I
of
was
TV
a
this
fan.
year. Last of Us, obviously, Mandalorian. We're in Pedro Pascal's year, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're
here
just
comes.
living in his world now.
We're just living in Patriots world.
Last thing before we go, guys, real quick. Predict your game of the year for this year, and then we'll close the show.
Oh, I
Just the
like
game
that.
of the
I
year.
love
Top
that
10
question.
Just the last thing, yeah.
I love that question. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay, Sims.
Harry Potter.
I'm gonna believe in Todd Howard. Starfield, baby. Let's go.
Nice. Let's
Oh
go.
man, I can't wait for you to be disappointed. Like, I'm genuinely
know.
like,
Oh
can't wait.
no! Why would you say
Honestly, I
that?
just
Why
can't.
would
I
you say
If
genuinely-
that?
it's
I
not
just-
Starfield, my second guess is FF16.
Oh,
that-
sure.
That would be it. Yeah. All right. That's going to do it for our Game of the Year episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to us over at youtube.com/nerdicgods. You can also find us on all audio platforms. That's it for Game of the Year, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Did I
everybody.
just get cancelled?
Yeah,
No.
you've been canceled for like 3 years now.
I'm gonna
Bye,
cancel you.
everybody.